Test, test. Hello and welcome back. We are back at it again with D&D. We will be picking it up right where we left off last time. And yeah, we're just going to dive right into it. All
Maybe
right.
we could all. Oh,
Can everybody hear me? We good to go?
yep.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yep.
So we...
Nope.
Amazing. Let me pull up my notes and we'll go and do a quick recap. Okay, so last session, Mandy, could you turn on push to talk because I'm hearing myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, so last session, let's see, you guys started in the previous city of Barovia. Yes, that's the name. I remember it. Let's see. You did some stuff with your guards there. You split up and went to. You did a training session with the guards. You split up and went to the local general store, Ricten and Mortimer's. Then you guys headed off to Valaki in search of Van Ricten. Along the way, you found a tavern, which turned out to be a giant mimic, and you fought a bunch of furniture. And then a big witch came by, and then a big witch left, and then she took you to the town of Valaki. Upon getting there, you found the Blue Water Inn, where Van Ricten was performing with his pet monkey. While he was performing, some of you split off and went and looted the ever-living crap out of his wagon house, and you stole as much stuff as you could find from inside of there, and buried it in a nearby bush. And I believe that's where we left off. Am I missing anything?
Am I correct in thinking, in remembering that the witch that claimed to be Strahd's mother?
That is correct. Yeah, Baba Lysaga, great name, is in fact, or does claim to be Strahd's mother. So yes, that is correct.
Gotcha.
I believe she also gave Apollo a silver bell to summon her tavern for transportation if you so desire.
Yes, I do have that on my character sheet.
Sweet. Cool. In that case, I think that's everything from last session. So,
Did we
yeah,
also tell the guards to set up some trade routes with Ricten and Mortimer so that we can start supplying our newly established authority and
yes.
among the roads of Barovia?
Yes, you did tell your guards to do that. So presumably that's what they're doing while you've been gone. Let's see. I believe we last left off. You had just left the tavern after grouping back up with Apollo, and then you followed Van Ricten outside. And I believe we left off with the group just crouched in a nearby bush, watching as Van Ricten heads towards his wagon. If I'm not mistaken, you followed him out there. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, sounds
Cool.
about right.
Awesome.
Standing right on the X where his pile of stuff is marked.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, then we will pick up right there then. So yeah, the group is just on the edge of this lake, crouched in some bushes, and just basically you guys had followed Van Ricten to his tower wagon on the lake. So Van Ricten is crossing this like opening here, this clearing, and he is heading towards his wagon. He's a good probably like 30, 40 feet ahead of you guys. Probably more than that. Like, yeah. Anyways, he's a good ways ahead of you guys, but you're all just kind of in the bush, and he's making his way towards the wagon.
Tim will turn to Apollo and Alessandra and say, we hid his weapons that were inside the wagon, so he likely only has weapons on his person, if any. This might be a good time to approach him.
I agree. I am also wondering if perhaps we should bring the weapons to him, sort of as a, hey, we wanted to make sure you weren't going to immediately murder us, but we actually do want to be friends type deal.
Maybe we leave the weapons here and just tell them they're out here.
Van Ricten makes it to his wagon and climbs inside.
Well, he's going to know soon either way.
Yeah.
As
So-
you continue talking, you start to hear yelling coming from inside the wagon. You can't quite make out what he's saying, but it's he sounds pretty upset, and you can hear a lot of like things being thrown around inside the wagon. The wagon even shakes around a little bit in a comical kind of sense.
They were kind of like magical weapons, kind of like vampire hunter vibes. So,
Which
yeah.
is partly why I'm a little concerned about leaving it out here in the open, considering some of the other things that have happened to us while we're in the open.
Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah.
I mean, if you
Got
want to
any
walk
good
up to him
holes
armed with
around?
his own weapons, I mean, that's
Oh, I thought I'd just leave them in the
Oh.
bag. It is wrapped up in his tarp after all.
okay.
Van Richten, who was previously dressed like a circus performer, now exits the wagon. Instead of his circus outfit, which was a very bright, colorful outfit, he is now decked head to toe
Did this
in
in
a
6 seconds? Like,
He's a
how long have we been
performer.
chatting?
It was a tearaway
All
circus
right.
outfit.
All right.
Nice.
Yes, it was a tearaway circus outfit, and underneath his tearaway circus outfit, Van Richten was wearing head to toe some very thick looking leather armor. He exits the wagon in one hand. He's holding a small object. You can't tell what it is. In the other hand, he's carrying a massive, massive crossbow. And he just exits his wagon and kind of stands out in the middle of the clearing, looking towards the forest line. Not necessarily exactly where you guys are, but just looking in that general direction where he expects you guys to come from. His
Dear
monkey's on
me,
his
that
shoulder.
seems a little overkill.
Can he see us?
No, you guys are hidden in the bushes. He just is kind of like waiting because he did leave you guys a note saying to come meet him, so he's just waiting.
Well, who wants to go say hello then?
I say we all step out at once. That way he
Yeah.
can't shoot all of us at the same
I-
time.
Very
I'm
good.
gonna step out slowly because I was the one who approached him at the tavern, and then
You showed
Yes.
him your eyes there as well, right?
yes.
Cool.
So I raise my hand and step out of the bush, and then just start walking slowly towards him.
Cool. He
I'm
acknowledges.
gonna walk like behind him so that I'm not in crossbow range.
Cool. Let's see. How close are you guys gonna get to him? This is a pretty big clearing.
I'm just gonna approach him until I'm within talking distance.
How far would you say talking distance is?
Like, I'm not gonna shout across a field when
That's
he
fair.
said, "Come meet us."
Cool. Okay. Timothy and Alessandra, are you guys gonna follow?
I'm gonna look at Timothy and just ask, "Do you want to carry the sack or me?"
Timothy will sort of split up into a little trifecta and sort of hoist the bag, sort of like just like all of them working together to like sort of move it around and say, I think we can take care of this. You stand ahead of us, right?
Oh, of course.
And so they'll start lugging in like the giant bag of items behind Alessandra.
It's just a giant sack that you're like dragging along the floor.
Oh no, we've hoisted it.
Okay,
like,
you've-
so we're sort of like a tripod now.
Gotcha,
we're like
gotcha,
we're in
gotcha.
tripod form.
Like a little
Amazing.
caterpillar.
It was made out of like some of the circus tinning that he had in his wagon, just like rolled up.
Oh,
all
It's
yeah.
items into
very
it.
bright and very colorful.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. So Van Richten sees you you all approaching. As you get closer, you notice that his crossbow doesn't have normal bolts because normally crossbows shoot basically arrows, but they're called bolts. Instead, it has a very wide barrel, I guess is what you would call it. What would you call? Anyways, it's got a very wide groove for loading ammunition, and in that slot is a massive wooden stake. This crossbow has been modified for hunting vampires.
No insight
Um,
needed.
Silver-tipped crossbow bolts, but I guess a giant wooden stake works.
Yes. Amazing. So yeah, you guys approach Van Richten, and he says, so you were the ones who stole my gear.
We just
Still was a
wanted.
very strong word.
It's the word I would use.
It was a temporary inconvenience to make sure that we could speak on friendly terms. We have every intention of returning your goods to you.
Oh, I'll get my goods back one way or another. What do you want, vampire spawn?
I'll have you know, my parents were two perfectly normal humans. Thank you.
Regardless of where you came from, I can see clear as day what you are now.
Yeah, we don't really want this. We were hoping that you, as a world-renowned enemy of Strahd, would be able to help us fix this situation that we found ourselves in.
Fix your situation? Well, I know of only one good way to fix this situation. And as he says that, he's going to lift up the item that was in his hand and hold it above himself. And he is going to cast a spell with this item. He is everyone within a 30-foot radius. Please go ahead and roll a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. White.
Ooh!
I would like to use
Suck it.
my. No, nice.
Wah, wah.
Uh-oh.
What's that, Philip?
I would like to use one of my inspiration
Uh-huh.
dice that I was given
Yes,
to
yes.
do another
Go for it.
roll.
Go for it.
I didn't expect to need to do it this early. I guess.
Oh,
All right, it didn't. At least it's not a nat one.
you got two more. You wanna?
No, no, I'm
Okay,
fine.
cool. I'm gonna go ahead and jot down real quickly that you used one of those. Minus.
Oh, I guess
one.
mine was technically a nat 1. I didn't
Yep.
notice that. 2 nat 1s. Great way to start.
Amazing. Cool. So what has just happened is Van Ricten has just cast, and let me get this for you. He has just cast Hold Vampire, which paralyzes every vampire or vampire spawn within a 15-foot 30-foot radius for 1 minute. And that was for whoever did not save. So let's see. Apollo, you're good. Allie, you're good. Timothy and Jasper are now frozen in place. And with that, we are going to shift to our battle map.
It's going to be very obvious that this is happening, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That they've frozen. Okay.
Yeah. They're very clearly frozen in place. Okay, so let's just measure that out. So 30 feet. Place yourselves wherever you guys want in front of him within 30
Within
feet,
30
please.
feet. All right.
Yeah.
Timothy was slightly off of Alessandra.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, just make sure you were within 30
Sam.
feet.
Come right up beside Apollo.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Let's roll for initiative. Wow, Ben rolled a 4.
Oh, now my dice likes me.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see. The order will be, let's see.
Yeah, may have to end up chucking these.
Okay, so let's see. Jasper's first.
Wonderful.
Then Timothy, you rolled a 9. Then the monkey.
Amazing.
Very important. Very
Yes.
important.
Then Allie. Then Apollo. And then Van Richten. Cool. Okay, Jasper, why don't you? You can at the start of your turn, if you are paralyzed, you can roll another Wisdom saving throw to try and break free early. So Jasper, go ahead and try and roll out of that if you wish.
Oh boy, here we go. Yes,
Cool. You have just
Yes,
you have just freed yourself. Very
Very
nice. That is your turn, though.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next, we go over to Timothy, who is also frozen, I believe. Yes.
So are we frozen enough to be incapable of speaking as well?
Yes, you're paralyzed.
Wow, that's pretty good. Fuck.
Oh no.
Can I make like grunts or noises or like
Sure.
you just hear this symphony of just
Beautiful. Excellent. Next, we go on to the monkey. Let's see which one of you is which. Okay, so the frozen people. Those are the ones I'm interested in. Okay.
All one of them. I guess
Oh,
3.
hey,
Oh yeah,
all
Jasper.
three of us.
Jasper got free, huh? Cool. The monkey is
You
going
guys are
to.
attached at the hip.
Yeah.
The monkey is going to skitter along the ground and jump up onto Timothy's shoulders and claw at his
attack
face.
of opportunity?
What?
Do you Apollo or I get an attack of opportunity, or how does he do the move?
That's a good question. We'll say.
Yeah, he'd have to go like that, which is if he has 30 feet of movement.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
Yeah,
got
he
30
can
feet.
do.
We'll say he went around then. Yeah, and
Okay.
he will jump on and attack Timothy. Does a 15 hit?
You know, that's a really great question. It does.
And then we did 2 damage. Got clawed in the face by a monkey. Awesome. Let's see. Next up, we have Allie.
See, now this is exactly why we took this stuff. We come to parlay, and you throw a spell in our face and have a monkey start biting our companions. Really, and the vampires are the monsters here. She's gonna draw her sword and use a bonus action to try to use insightful fighting against Van Ricten. So it'll be my insight contested against his deception.
Cool. Let me see what he. Check his modifiers real quick. You said versus deception,
Yeah,
and that is that wisdom or intelligence?
deception is charisma.
Charisma. Okay, so then I rolled a 13.
All right. Well, I rolled a 19,
Yes, you did.
so
Nice.
so I should be able to get sneak attack damage off on him.
Go for it.
Nice.
So gonna draw the sword out of my cane as I advance, and then just get up in his face and start attacking.
Very
So,
nice.
Oh, that's bad. That's an 8.
Ooh, that does not hit. So yeah, you drew your sword, you took a swing, and you did miss. Do you have any bonus actions, or did you already take one?
That was the insightful fighting.
Gotcha. Okay,
So,
perfect.
yep, we're good.
Apollo, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my what is it? My amulet up, point it at Van Richten, and use Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
Let me just put that there. So he's gonna make a con save, DC 13.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this.
16.
Okay, he takes half of 17 damage.
Cool. So
that's 9 damage.
cool. Down. Okay, perfect. Do you have any bonus actions?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool. Next up is Van Richten, and let's see. Well, that's nice. Okay. Let's see. Van Richten is going to raise his crossbow and take a shot. Well, let's see. I'm going to move first. Moving is that an action or a bonus action? I can't remember.
Neither. It's movement.
It's movement. Okay, cool.
It might give Alessandra an attack of opportunity.
It will give Alexander an attack of opportunity.
That's true. Cool. And then from where I'm at, then I'm going to shoot a crossbow bolt at. Let's do at Jasper.
Would he be able to going through 2 people like that?
So it's a 5 foot by 5 foot space that I'm controlling. So technically, if he was really bouncing and bobbing, he could probably find a spot. This is the
Okay.
point where I would like to point out the rules is written. If you're making a ranged attack when there's an enemy within 5 feet of you, you should be doing it at disadvantage. But we've been ignoring that every
Gotcha.
campaign.
Okay. If you'd prefer, I could shoot at Allie. I'm gonna shoot at Allie. How about that?
I mean, it'd still be disadvantage. Rules is written, but
That's fine. All right. Okay. I rolled a 6. That definitely doesn't hit.
Nope.
Cool. Back to the top. Then we have Jasper.
So, sorry, does he have a response to Alessandra's like query of just like, or
Oh, yes,
threat,
yes.
really?
Yes, yes. Sorry. What did Allie say? Allie said,
I told him that the reason we took the weapons is because we
Oh,
were
yeah.
worried that he would react exactly this way, or instead of actually trying to communicate with us, he just goes on the offensive.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, I
supposed
guess
to be the shedders, basically.
that's fair. Yeah. Van Richten's gonna say, I'm one of the most well-renowned vampire hunters in the world, and I didn't get here by listening to vampires.
we don't want to be vampires.
This is a cleric of the light for
I just hit you with divine magic. The fuck makes you think I want to be a vampire?
Okay,
That's
I'm
fair.
going to turn to the monkey. I'm going to cast suggestion, and I'm going to tell him, "Hey, why don't you get that this little stone over there and bring it over to me?" The one that Van Ricten is holding, and that is a DC 12 wisdom.
Saving from me.
Yeah, from the monkey.
15.
15 for the monkey?
I rolled a die and it says 15.
But how much wisdom does the monkey have?
It's a great
Wouldn't it be like a minus?
question. It's a -1, so 14.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
All good.
Smart monkey. Timothy, you're up.
Well, I guess Timothy is of course going to break out.
Yes.
Let's see.
There you go.
Okay.
You are free.
So
Is that
Timothy
your
is going
turn?
to. What was that?
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that is
I think
breaking
it
out
is.
is your turn.
Can I drop the giant bag of items for
Yes,
free?
absolutely.
Okay. Timothy will drop the bag and then sort of begin on their next turn. They're going to start like conforming, and they're going to look over at Jasper and say, "Thanks for trying," as they start putting on their coat.
Very nice.
Yeah, a little rusty.
Very nice. All right, Monkey's turn. Monkey is still on your shoulders. Gonna take another swing at your face. I rolled a 7, which I'm assuming does not hit.
Can we say that the monkey is inside the coat with Timo and Thea and they're like fighting internally?
Absolutely. There is a struggle going on in this coat. Claws are flying. The coat is like flailing around. Something's going on in this coat. Nobody else can see what's happening, but there is a struggle going on in this coat.
It's a Jim Carrey. It's straight out of a Jim Carrey movie.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. Awesome. Let's see. Next up, we have Allie.
All right. Well, I think I am firmly engaged at this point, just trying to run interference on Van Ricten. So I am going to draw my dagger into my offhand and give him another couple of swipes then. So short sword first. That is a 19 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
All right. So let me make sure I've got my sneak attack die. on here. Yep. All right, so we're hitting for 11
Very
piercing
nice.
damage total.
That's a spicy one. Describe what you've just done.
All right, so I whip the dagger out and give him a feint before I come back in and just stab him right in the thigh. And then still have the bonus action attack on the dagger as well.
Yeah.
No, that's a 10.
Tell me what you just did there.
Well, I've got the sword in his leg. I'm gonna yank it out and then try to pull him into the dagger point as I'm shoving it towards his chin.
Very nice. Very nice. Awesome. Next up is Apollo.
I'm going to shoot a guiding bolt at
Okay.
level 2 at Van Ricten.
Go for it.
Okay. Ooh, that's not good. I rolled an 8.
That does not hit.
No, it does not.
Big sad.
Big sad. Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to do?
Nope.
Cool. Up next is Van Ricten. Let's see. So yeah, if Van Ricten moves, he gets attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Cool. In that case, Van Ricten is going to once again raise his amulet, and he's going to say, "We'll see how you vampires like a taste of this." And from his amulet, sunlight erupts out of it in a 30-foot radius, which does affect all of you. So on the beginning of each of your turns, you will take 5 fire damage, and that's his turn. Jasper, you are up. Start by taking your 5 fire damage, please.
Okay. No saves.
That's a question. I don't believe so.
Okay, 5 damage. Can I step out of that range?
Absolutely, you can step out of that range. Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's 30 feet. Let me just check when I spell.
I think this line. I think this line right here is the safe spot. Yeah, I think anything past that is 35.
Cool. I'm gonna use my movement to step back, and then I don't like wasting all my spell slots, but here we are. Question: does
Hostile
he
answer.
cast a spell? Am I able to cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction to that?
Post Hellish Rebuke. I forget how that works. It's when you get hit by an attack, right?
Oh, sorry, that rolled it. It's a reaction.
That's a good question.
A creature that damaged you.
I'll say for this turn, yes, because this was the first turn where he had cast it on you, but I'll say no for following turns.
Well, it's one reaction, though, which reactions are not on your turn.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So since I'm like right after him, could I react?
Yeah, I'll let you do
Movement
that
and
then.
then action.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll just let that be my cast. He needs to make a DC 12 Dexterity save. Oof. So
4.
it is 5
6,
damage. 6.
It rounds up.
Rounds up. 6 damage.
6 damage. Very nice.
Um,
And you moved as well.
I moved. And I think she's just going to look at him and say, well, let's see how you like a taste of your own spells. And she is going to. Ooh, can I do that?
You're a plague doctor, right?
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. Yes.
Okay. You're a plague doctor and you didn't say taste of your own medicine. I'm
Ooh.
sorry. I gotta say I'm a
Bye,
bit
guys.
disappointed.
I'm done. This straps it up.
And then you cast. What did you cast after that?
I'm gonna.
I can't
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Woo!
Holy fuck. What?
19.
Oh my god. Yeah, he describe how you just hit him, and I'll tell you what he.
Yeah, it's basically just her like reacting and then just running and like rolling the spell at him. Let us see damage. Okay.
What spell is he using for the sunlight?
That is a good question. It's actually a part of the item he's holding.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if it was like a concentration thing and he needed to
No,
roll to
no.
keep up.
It's let's see. He used an action on his turn to cast the spell, and then the item just emits sunlight for the next 10 minutes. No action required.
Cast a spell or use a feature?
That's a great question. I guess. Well, it's a. That's a good question. I'm not sure. It's.
We need to know how to interrupt it. So
That's fair. That's fair. It's. Let's see.
I mean, push comes to shove, I'm assuming cutting his hand off would work.
I was gonna try to disarm him, yeah, but
Sure.
Literally.
It's coming from the object itself. He's already basically turned it on. So I would
Okay,
say
so
that
it's
if you want to turn
feature.
it, yeah, feature then. If you want to turn it off, you'd have to like gain possession of it and like turn it off. Does that help? Mandy, was that 2 damage? Where did my pen go?
Yeah, 2.
Oh, that was 2. I thought it was 19
6
and I got
from
real
the
excited.
Hellish Rebuke and 2 for the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool.
And not bad for a round though.
Not
This
bad,
level.
not bad. Yeah, no, he's definitely taking some damage here. Very nice. And that was the end of your turn then, right?
Yes.
All right, Timothy, you are now free. What would you like to do with your newfound freedom and monkey?
So first of all, kobolds have a major disadvantage. They have light sensitivity and previously I really liked the fact that it was nighttime all the time and it wasn't that big of a bother.
Yes.
But
I will say
now
you do take damage at the beginning of the round as well.
that is also true.
Yeah, 5 damage.
Is this shedding bright light?
It is shedding sunlight in a 30-foot radius and then normal light in a 60-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, but the sunlight's the part that you care about.
Timothy will skitter away from the monkey, so that the monkey sort of like leaps out from the coat,
Sure.
leaving it behind in its original square
Sure.
as he provokes an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
To escape the sunlight.
Yes. I'll roll for that. I rolled an 11. Does that hit?
That does not hit. So the
Cool.
monkey just rolls out.
Beautiful.
So and then Timothy is going to. Oh, actually, let me make sure I'm actually in range to do this. Damn it! Why is everything 30 feet?
Is there a way for? Oh, can I just draw a giant circle? Oh.
So Timothy is just gonna like yell out. If we're not able to have this parlay, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill your monkey. And he's just gonna chuck a knife at the little monkey.
Go for it.
That is this guy.
That absolutely hits. Yep.
6 piercing damage on the monkey.
Ooh, tell me what you just did to this monkey.
So as the monkey like rolls out and is sort of like splatted on the ground as it's kind of like reorienting itself from being inside the trench coat, and he just yells at he's looking. By the way, he's looking dead in the eye of Van Richten as from the middle, Mo just like hucks like a hard dagger like straight
Yeah.
into the ground, just like into the monkey's hand, like just boom.
Ooh. Very nice.
Ow.
Very nice.
Or actually, I don't know if it hit anything vital because I don't know how much health a monkey has, but
It did a good amount of damage. That monkey's hurt.
just like a big huck it straight like to its fucking face. But
Amazing. Very nice. Let's see. Monkey is up. So the monkey just got hit by you. Let's see. Monkey just took a knife to the hand. Let's see. Monkey's gonna go for Jasper, and avoid you along the way. Monkey's gonna bare its teeth and take a bite at Jasper.
Come at me.
Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Amazing. But as the monkey bit towards you, you actually saw in its mouth some silver teeth, like metal like war teeth, like you would put in like a war dog or something. It's got like sharp metal teeth.
I'm like trying to kick at it with my foot, like monkey,
Amazing. Very nice. Let's see, Allie, you are up. You take 5 damage at the beginning of your turn.
Oof. I hate this fucking realm. And Ellie is going to try to feint in with the dagger again, then try to step in and see if she can like draw cut Van Richten's wrist to get him to release the medallion.
Very nice. Very nice. Go for it.
So gonna roll to hit with the short sword then. That's even cocked on the computer screen. What the hell is this?
Do you have any way to increase that by 1 point? Can anyone give you the help action?
Well, we don't have a bard on us. So.
That's fair. All right. Sadly, you. Oh.
Apollo, did you cast Guiding Bolt on him last turn?
I missed.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah.
But I do still have a bonus action dagger attack.
Go for it.
So which
that first one unfortunately did miss. Very close.
Yeah. It's been a little spotty, but that's way better. That's
was
20.
That a nat? Oh no, that was a 14. Okay.
No,
very
that's
nice.
a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Very nice. Yeah.
All right.
Give him a whack. And you're aiming for his hand, you said?
Yeah. So at this point, I guess. Do you know how I missed?
Sorry.
Do you know how I missed on
for the short sword? Yeah. We'll just say you took a swing, but you're still fairly on balance. Yeah, it just didn't connect.
I'm gonna say that I really stepped in, and then I wrapped my arm around the arm that's got the medallion, and just brought the dagger straight down at his elbow, or
Very
like
nice.
the joint on his elbow.
Very nice. How about this? What if we both do opposing strength checks, and if you beat me, I'll say he dropped the medallion.
Yeah, that is very fair.
Cool, let's do it.
Nice.
Probably more fair than it should be.
Woohoo.
Oh, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 12.
We tied! Holy fuck!
No.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. All right. Yeah. So you hit him in the elbow in just the right way. He actually the medallion just slips out of his hand, but just barely, and it falls to the ground. And I should probably have a token for that. Fuck. We're gonna use this as our medallion token. Wait, no, I've got something better. Hold on. Give me a minute. Very nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah. The medallion drops onto the floor.
Gotcha. And
it is
Scorch,
still.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, usually if there's a tie, the aggressor gets it.
Okay.
You were the aggressor though, anyways, so that's how that works, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Gotcha. Good to know. I will keep that in mind. Cool. Yeah. So the medallion falls to the ground. It is still lit, but it is no longer in Van Richten's hands. Very nice. And that was I'm sorry, that was 7 damage, right?
Yes.
Need to add that. Cool. 7. Very nice. Cool. Up next, we have Van Richten's not looking great, by the way. He's not looking great. Let's see. Allie went. Apollo, you're next.
Okay. I'm gonna grit my teeth as I take the 5 damage. And I'm gonna stare Van Richten in the eye and go, "The light does not belong to you." And I raise my mace, and from the head of my mace, a giant flaming sphere begins to form.
Uh-oh.
And I swing my mace, arc it past his wagon, and put it right behind him.
Okay.
So I want it to like go, where's the ruler? This way and then this way.
Gotcha.
So the
Yep.
flaming sphere touches the wagon.
Oh, you trying to light his wagon on fire?
I'm trying to light the wagon on fire.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Who's got some good
Uh,
drawing skills? Who wants to draw a fire on the wagon?
Yes.
I don't know how to do the drawing thing.
There's a little button that says draw. I don't know how to change my color, but here we go. That's us. Cool. The wagon is just slightly caught fire. Very nice. Yep.
So
Beautiful.
Just slightly.
IR
Beautiful.
powers combined.
Yeah.
I ram the sphere into him behind him.
Yeah.
So he has to make a DC 13 Dex save.
Yeah. Let's see. Dex saves. Oh. I get a plus 9 to Dex saving throws,
That's
which
fine.
is really high. And I rolled a 9, so that's an 18.
Okay. If he stays there though, if he ends his turn within 5 feet of that
Sure.
flaming sphere, he has to do it again. He has to keep rolling and keep taking damage.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Does anything happen if he gets pushed into it?
Uh,
Asking for a friend.
Okay.
I don't see anything on the spell,
Okay.
but
Amazing. And that was
Damn.
6 damage? That was 6 damage, right?
yeah.
Jesus.
If I ram the sphere into a creature, they must make the saving throw. But I don't think if they get pushed into it, anything happens. Unless
That was a Dex saving throw, right?
yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, there was no plus 9. I rolled a 9. I'm so sorry.
Oh, then he just takes 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Ooh. He's looking, yeah, not great.
Yeah, so
very
either he
nice.
has to move and take an opportunity attack, or not move and take the fire damage. Good luck with that.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
In
Very
chess, we
nice.
call this a pin.
Thank you. Let's see. Very nice. Very nice. Do you have any bonus actions that you'd like to take, or are you
No.
done? Cool.
The bonus
Yeah.
action was me moving the sphere.
Gotcha. Okay, so then Van Richten is he's going to say, my wagon! You lit my wagon on fire. All my stuff is in there. And he's going to not be happy. He's not very happy about the fire on his ass either. And he's going to, let's see, if he moves diagonal but still touching Apollo, does that
That would not provoke an attack of opportunity because he's staying within my
Threatened range.
my threat range.
Gotcha. Cool. I'm going to move this way, away from the fire. And let's see. This is still lit, by the way. If you want to turn it off, you can just take an action on your turn to like touch it, basically. Let's see. The 30-foot radius. Oh, I guess it's now based on here. So yeah, you guys are still. Oh, damn. Oh, it doesn't move with him the way I thought it would because he dropped it. Cool. He's going to take a swing at Allie then. Or not a swing. What am I saying? Sorry. He's going to use his crossbow this time. And he is going to shoot towards... And I get disadvantage on this roll?
If we're still doing that way, I don't think we've actually obeyed that rule at
Okay.
all in any of our campaigns.
That's fair. We'll
But
keep disobeying that then, just to be consistent.
I just really
yeah.
wanted to help Jasper out.
I appreciate it.
Jeez.
Cool. I'm going to take a shot at... I don't think I've attacked Apollo yet. I'm gonna take a shot at Apollo.
I'm gonna use my warding flare.
Oh. I rolled a 16.
It's a disadvantage roll.
Disadvantage. Cool. I rolled a 9.
It does not hit.
Very nice. A crossbow bolt goes flying past you. And
I
just
blind him with a blast of light as he shoots.
yeah. Ooh.
The light does not belong to you.
Oh, I'm
Heck yeah.
I'm a roll. I'm so I'm gonna roll, and if I make it above a certain threshold, I'm gonna say, oh, there goes my die. I'm gonna say that the bolt hits Jasper, but the DC's or the check is gonna be like 18, really high. I rolled an 11. Okay, cool. That missed. But yeah, I went flying right past Jasper as well. Cool. Let's see. Then now is Jasper's turn, and I believe you're still outside of the 30-foot radius, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. You are safe.
I'm blasting the
Timothy.
monkey.
Can Timothy yell out like "Hey, drown that drown his monkey?
Oh,
Die, die,
oh,
die, die.
oh! You Eldritch Blast the monkey?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you definitely hit the monkey, and yeah, you did some damage to it. It's not looking great. Oof.
No monkey.
No monkey. Is that your turn then?
Yes.
Cool. Timothy, you're up, and I believe you're in a safe distance from the amulet.
Yes, I am. Timothy, actually, Fee at the very bottom is going to yell out to Van Ricten and say, how much holy magic does he have to use before you get a fucking hint? And he's going to throw a dagger at at Van Ricten.
Amazing.
So because it's outside of 20 feet, I would like to, and I would be throwing at disadvantage. Actually,
Go for it.
I would throw at disadvantage, but since I have an ally who's adjacent to my target, I have pack tactics. So does that cancel it out?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
I will also then use my second inspiration
Oh,
to roll at advantage
oh, okay.
Ooh.
in the attempt of him catching a hint and also a dagger.
Here, hold this.
Yeah.
Hold my dagger.
So I'm at advantage. So boom, 17.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, you can have a total
Ooh.
of that much, 21 damage.
Fuck.
Dang.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh wait,
Uh,
sorry. That's actually -5 because I forgot that I'm not level 5 yet. It's
-5.
Okay, you manly
Damn.
rolled that. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
It's like,
about
wait.
to be like, hold up.
So that would be 16 damage then.
Yeah, 16 damage. It's not as impressive,
Jesus Christ.
but hopefully enough for him to catch a goddamn hint.
For the record, Van Richten has taken, I think, very close to 69 damage at this point. Just wanted to point that out. Anyways,
Nice.
yeah, very nice. Yeah, you definitely hit him. Tell me how the knife hits him, the throwing knife.
So as he's sort of trying to sidestep Alessandra, I assume that Alessandra has some like tactics and footing that she's taking advantage of here. And as he's fired the crossbow like in between both Apollo and Jasper and the monkey, apparently, just like
Yep.
he just turns to look and see this dagger just hit him straight in the chest and taking him aback a little bit, just
Yep.
just screaming like at this like weird towering monstrosity of a creature or creatures.
Amazing. Wow, holy shit. Yeah, no, Van Richten is bleeding everywhere. He got stabbed in the chest, the leg, his arm is probably broken after what Ali did. He's not looking good. That is, yeah, he's not looking good at all. Okay. Damn. Monkey.
And I still meant what I said about the monkey.
The monkey. What did you do to the monkey in your last turn? Did you?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Is that what does that look like when it's cast? Is that like a bright flashing light?
I've always imagined it as like a little, like a ball of energy. I don't know if that is correct.
Okay.
A beam of crackling energy. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say
What?
the. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just thinking because since it's like since it's force damage
I
and he's real tiny, but no, I think it's
Hmm.
I think you could flavor it based on your pact if you wanted to even.
Yeah, you can flavor it if you like.
I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to like give myself an advantage here, but my thought would be like because it's force and he is a tiny monkey, he might get pushed back, but
Okay.
it doesn't really
The
matter
monkey
very
was
much.
definitely startled by this magic attack. But we're going to. Oh,
If it's a beam of crackling energy, I
no,
imagine it's almost like being shocked by electricity.
cool. Yeah, the monkey is scared, but he tried to take a swing at you again. But I rolled a nat 1, so
Ooh.
yeah. Let's see. I like to have not great things happen when I roll a nat 1.
Drown the monkey. Drown the monkey.
Can I have grabbed his wrist and lift him up?
Yes, I'm gonna give you that.
Awesome.
Cool. You are now holding a monkey. Very nice. Okay. Sucks for the monkey. Allie, you are up.
All right. I am
You do take 1 damage because you haven't turned off the thing yet, the amulet.
only 1 damage this
Or
time.
sorry, 5. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I am going to basically make sure he's not going to try to rush me as I do this. So I'm going to
Sure.
throw my short sword out and like kind of a stop thrust motion. Make sure he doesn't try anything. I'm going to reach down, pick up the amulet, and see if I can try to turn it off somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. So upon grabbing it, you can kind of feel like a sense of power over it. You don't really know how to control it, but you basically just by thinking like, "Hey, I need this light to go away," it turns off and responds. And yeah, so that turns off the light then.
Okay. I guess I don't technically have like a free hand. I assume like it's small enough that I could like kind of
Yeah,
palm it with my
you could
dagger.
definitely palm it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna sit there and hold it and look at him, just be like, you started this, you can end it. And if you don't, we will burn everything down around you.
Van Richten is just doing horribly. Okay, so was that your turn then, or do you?
Yeah, we'll give him a moment to consider what he's doing.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So that was your turn then. Up next is Apollo.
Does he respond?
He's. Let's see. He'll respond by saying, "It's always been my life goal to hunt down vampiric spawn. I
Okay,
I
and
will
then
die
I'm
here if
gonna-
I have to."
While he's saying that, I'm going to move my flaming spear behind him again and ram him.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Roll for damage then.
Yeah, I need.
Do I need to do another saving throw?
Yes, you do.
Cool. And that was a DC
13 dex.
18.
Okay, so he takes 4 damage.
4 damage. Holy fuck. Yeah.
So
Holy
where do
shit.
you place it? You may have
Behind.
shown
Let me give you
there?
a. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me give you a token. Where is your character? This, and let me give you control. And let me put a marker on it so that you can tell that it's different. There you
This
go.
is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
Amazing. Very cool. Yeah, Van Richten is looking absolutely horrible. He's burnt. He's bleeding everywhere. His arm looks broken. It's kind of just dangling at it. One of his arms is just dangling at its side.
Going to take a step towards him,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, a true disciple of the light would check to see if there's any light left before purging the darkness. Clearly, there is no light left in you. Be cleansed. And I'm going to cast Word of Radiance.
Oh shit.
Uh,
That's 6 damage.
amazing.
A DC 13 con save.
+4. 13 is the check to beat. I rolled a 14.
Okay, so he takes 3 more damage.
3. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Amazing. Yeah, he's burnt all over. His back is like singed. Wow, very nice. Okay, Van Richten is next. Yeah, his last move is he's going to try and strike one of you again. He's going to lift up his crossbow and he's going to say, "If I die today, which seems likely at this point, it's going to be fighting evil." And he's going to take a shot at Timothy.
And this is a little out of character. Is this the point where you're gonna have us level up? Is after this battle?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Level 5 clerics get to use warding flare to save other people within 30 feet. I feel like it would be a really cool story moment if I could save Timothy with a warding flare.
Unfortunately for this one, I am going to have to say no, because
Okay.
there's a very specific story beat that's going to get hit when you level up.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I like to say yes when I can, but
Timothy's just standing there fully exposed, his coat open.
Yeah. Yeah, so Van Richten's going to take a shot. I rolled a 19.
That is a hard hit.
Okay, amazing. And then for damage, it is 1d10.
Not just the regular D10.
So if I roll the 0 on a d10, is that a 1 because it's a 0-based
that's a
index?
10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10. Oh, okay. Cool. 10 damage.
Mo gets like struck out from the middle of the of the two, and they like totem pole Timothy like totem pole back down.
Amazing. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that's Van Richten's most likely final turn. Is his final act is shooting Mo. All right, Jasper, you're up.
Since he's within 5 feet of the flaming sphere, if he's going to end his turn there, he's going to have to make a dex saving throw.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
Oh fuck. Oh, I rolled a 13. Oh no, 14. I rolled 14.
Okay, then he takes 3 damage.
That is just. Oh, okay. Oh fuck. And with that, burning, singeing fire on his back, Van Richten goes down.
Nice.
Van Richten is now.
Timothy down?
Nope.
No, Timothy's okay. Yeah, Van Richten goes down. He's for story reasons, I'd like to say he's dead, but yeah, I know by the game rules, technically he should be unconscious.
I'm gonna kill him anyway, so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's unconscious on the floor. Do what you like with him.
Here's where I'm gonna get a little bit technical. Is this like a Capuchin monkey? Like what kind of monkey is this?
What's the cutest kind of monkey you can think of?
Is it the monkey from Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's whatever monkey you would like. Do you want it to be the
that's
monkey?
I thought it was Jack.
Marmoset?
I think so.
It's a very cute monkey, and it sees Van Richten go down, and it is no longer. It's small. It's no longer hostile towards you guys. It sees that it's lost. You could probably befriend it if you want.
Either way, it has just been attacking my face.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go, not now, I'm busy, and I'm just gonna hold him with mage hand beside me.
Yeah, he calms down as he's just floating in the air next to you, but like one arm is up in the air as he's like kind of dangling from one hand, and yeah, he's.
I think I would grab him like by whatever like collar he has. If he has.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then he's just floating there. He's calmed down a bit. Yeah, he sees Van Richten's dead or down. Yeah, he's calm. Cool.
So Mo is immediately going to run over to his collapsed body with like the stake still in his body, like, you son of a bitch, and he's going to start like, and then Tim and Thea are going to like hold him back, like, wait, we still need to talk to him, as he's like trying to like kick the shit out of his body.
Amazing. Yeah, how do you guys want to proceed now?
Oh, I haven't dispelled my flames yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I try to interrogate him at all, is that going to be like ticking over time, or how's that going to work?
You want to bring him back to like 1 health so you can talk to him?
I mean,
Or
I guess I
can stabilize him.
yeah. Is it just going to be continuously ticking, or should I like drag him out 5 feet to make sure I can get the answers I want out of him before?
oh, gotcha,
Um,
gotcha. I'll say you don't have to bring him back. You can talk to him if you want. Then, right? I guess you
okay,
can stabilize him, but yeah. Yeah,
okay,
go,
yeah.
go ahead
Then
and talk to him.
I'll wave Jasper over to help stabilize him for a second,
Cool.
and I'll
Cool. I'll
look
walk
at
on
Andar.
over and Casper the Dying.
Yeah, I'll look at Andar just with a look of like, not just yet, right?
Andar hesitates. Like he's not. He almost doesn't pay attention to Alessandra, just staring at this burning body, and then dispels flaming sphere.
Allie will just nod real quickly.
Mo will mutter under his breath, "Should have let him cook."
Oh, there's time enough for that yet. His wagon is still on fire after all.
Yeah, the wagon is just a giant roaring flame at this point. There's as the wagon is burning, and like pieces are falling off, you actually see like more weapons kind of falling out of like little hiding places in there as well. So like a few weapons are clattering to the ground, like a dagger falls off the roof, and yeah, things like that
Okay.
are kind of just collapsing around.
Allie is going to real carefully. I guess she'll sheath her dagger real quick and then hand the amulet over to Andor before approaching Van Richten.
Okay.
So he's doing pretty bad, right?
Yeah, he is crispy. He has broken arms. He's been stabbed a bunch. He is on the brink of death.
All right. She's gonna step on the arm that she stabbed, right where the wound is at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna be like, how do we reverse what has been done to us?
Van Richten's gonna look up at you, uh, mouth full of blood, and he's gonna say, "You fool! There's no way to reverse this."
How do we beat Strahd?
Van Richten's gonna like cough up a bloody laugh, and say, "Well, there's only one way you could learn that piece of information. It's written in an old tome somewhere in these lands. I've been searching for it myself,
The
but
Tome of Strahd.
that's the one. That'll tell you how to do it."
You idiot! We know where it's at. Then she'll just chuck her sword down in his face.
All right. Are you intending to kill him with that then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's dead now then. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I'm gonna cover the monkey's eyes.
Okay. No more Van Richten. Amazing. Yeah, you guys won. You killed Van Richten. You now have a floating monkey near you. You have, most importantly, you have this strange amulet, which you can investigate if you'd like to try and learn more about it.
I don't have identify, but I do have a pretty high Arcana.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana roll then.
Nope,
I
that's
have
not going to do it.
detect magic at will.
Go for it.
I mean, detect magic isn't identify, but we can.
Yeah. At least to get a little info.
Does anyone
I
want to
could
help
also
me?
do
Help me
an
with the Arcana?
Thee actually will take a bit of note to that, since he's not usually in on the whole sunlight business because he's in the bottom. He's gonna also observe, like, curious, and I'll gladly give Apollo the help action.
14 is
Very
better.
nice. Anybody else want to roll for Arcana as well?
Got a 16.
I saw your 16.
And I guess I'll roll, but it's pretty shit. 15.
Very nice. Timothy, you want to roll just to round it out?
I don't think it'd be in character.
Sounds good. Awesome. Okay, so then in that case, Jasper, you are able to identify this. It is, in fact, and let me pull up my notes. This is, in fact, the holy symbol of Ravenkind, one of the 3 artifacts that Strahd has tasked you all to go find. And with an Arcana check that high, I will tell you that this artifact is capable of producing 3 spells, or I guess features is what they're called. It can cast Hold Vampires, which you saw at the beginning, which is it's a 30-foot radius. Any vampires nearby have to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw to avoid. It lasts a minute, and it can be you can roll the saving throw each turn to get out of it. It can cast Turn Undead, which let's see, yeah, it can cast Turn Undead, and then Sunlight as well in a 30-foot radius. That lasts for 10 minutes. It's a very
I'm just
powerful
checking
artifact.
the Turn Undead. Okay. Yeah, I'll just relay this information to everybody else.
Cool.
As the information is sort of like spilling out, Tim will scratch his chin and say, "Now it makes a lot more sense why Strahd wanted us to be vampires. We can't use it against him without using it against ourselves."
Most inconvenient.
As you finish saying that, Timothy, 3 swarms of bats fly into this clearing and land over in this area. They land kind of near the group, and it is Strahd, Aragol, who you haven't seen in a while. That's the butler, or I guess the steward, and a 3rd cloud of bats, which turns into a now vampiric Irina. Strahd looks to you, Timothy, and says, "Ah, very wise indeed." Yes, thank you. How do you choose the color?
You have to change your like personal color at the bottom.
Oh, ripperonis.
Tim will say, "Damn it! How does he know?"
Strahd will laugh and say, "Oh, I know a lot of things."
I'm not paying attention to Strahd as I grab Van Richten's wrist and start dragging him towards his cart.
Towards his wagon?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Allie will help.
Oh my God. Okay. Strahd will say, "Very well done indeed. You took him out most marvelously. Yeah, you did a great job. I couldn't be happier." And he's going to look to Irina and Aragol and say, see, didn't I tell you? These guys can do anything."
I toss the body into the wagon.
Oh,
Nice.
holy shit. Okay.
And I hold my little amulet and start saying a little blessing.
Amazing. Oh, wait. Are you trying to communicate with like your god?
No, just
Okay.
sending him off with funeral rites of a
Gotcha.
disciple of the light.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, let's see. Strahd's gonna look towards Jasper and the monkey and say, I see you found yourself a new pet. I hear that one does tricks.
His name's Turk.
Turk?
Yeah,
A nice name.
I just decided that.
I love it.
How's vampire life treating you, Irina?
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, I could not be happier here. You guys with your rescue attempt, it was it was an odd rescue attempt, but it was a great distraction. We just opened the door and left through a back window. It was actually really easy. Those guards are not very smart. They're not very smart at all. I feel bad for whatever idiots they work for now.
Uh-huh.
Timothy will step forward and say, "So I take it you're here to collect, then?"
You're talking to Strahd.
Yes.
He's gonna look to you and say, "Collect what?"
Well, you sent us on a mission to find an artifact. I'm pretty sure we found it, right? He looks over to Jasper like am I sounding stupid right now? Like
We
I
hear what's
give
going on.
that little like reassurance nod, like yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Strahd's gonna say, oh, yes, the artifact, of course. Yes, you did indeed find one of the artifacts I was looking for. Well, two, in fact. And he's gonna look towards Irina. And he's gonna say, oh, you guys can, you can hold on to that for a bit longer. It might come in handy for you guys later. Yeah, go ahead and hang on to that for me. What I really came here to do is actually congratulate you and reward you. In fact, and as he says that, he's going to wave his hand like across the air towards each of you. And as he does that, your necks where you were bitten, it's going to start throbbing.
oh.
Ow.
Oh, the pain will be gone in a moment, my dear.
Is it oozing or anything?
It is. You can feel kind of like a warmth spreading from where the bite was, just across your body, and you can kind of feel like this tingling sensation go across your body.
I'm just gonna reach into my jacket and grab like 3 different balms to rub all over it.
If I try to throw a knife at somebody right now, is there going to be anything weird that happens?
Who are you?
Like if I try to throw a knife at Strahd right now,
Sure. You can try that if you'd like.
okay, let me.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try to surreptitiously move up a little bit then,
Sure.
so I can make sure I've got the best shot.
Hmm.
I guess it would move up next to where Timothy is at right now.
Sure.
And if you'll let me, I'll also try to use my insightful fighting to try and see if I can get sneak attack damage off of
Go
this.
for it.
Okay, well, that's a dirty 20.
Very nice.
Woo!
Which I guess you probably rolled against his deception.
What was
or-
the deception
oh.
check?
Yeah.
Or sorry, what was the what did I
It's-
have to beat?
30-20.
I had to beat a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you said that was a dex saving throw?
Deception.
It's
Deception.
contested your deception versus my insight.
Deception is determined by which stat again?
Charisma.
Charisma. Okay, cool. So I rolled a 22. Yeah. I rolled higher.
Okay. I mean, I'm still throwing the knife, so
Sure. Yep.
that's only a 12.
Cool. The knife goes. It was the knife you threw, right?
Yeah.
Cool. The knife goes flying towards Strahd, and as it's about to make contact, Strahd turns into his mist form, and the knife goes flying through him, and you can hear it thud against a tree behind him. Strahd's going to laugh and say, "I like your eagerness, but the time for that hasn't come yet. Would you like to take another swing, or have you gotten that out of your system?"
I very much dislike how eager you are. Most men would at least take me to dinner first.
Strahd's gonna just like start, bellowing. He thinks that's hilarious. I like your humor.
You stay out of my body.
Any reactions from Irina?
She's gonna blush. She's gonna blush. Okay, so now that that the throbbing has kind of subsided from your neck wounds, for each of you who took damage, you actually look down at your wounds that you took during the battle, and you see them actually quickly healing up. You have just gained passive health regen. All your wounds heal up, and you're now back up to full health.
Now, what would you say is the numbers associated with this
Sure.
vampiric region?
So yeah. Okay. So this right here is the part where you guys actually level up. By the way, let me get my notes to give you the actual numbers on what's happening. Okay. So yeah, you are now all level 2 vampires. You gain a passive 5 health at the end of each round of combat. So you increase your health by 5 points each turn,
Oh.
basically. Additionally, you get a +2 to intelligence and wisdom, so that's a +1 for any rolls you make. Yeah, so congrats.
You said that was to intelligence and wisdom.
Yes, intelligence and wisdom. Before it was a +2 to strength and dex. Now it's a +2 to intelligence and wisdom, which gives you a +1 on your rolls for those stats. But yeah, most importantly, you get a 5 health regen per turn during combat. Outside of combat, we'll just say every 6 seconds you gain some health back. So yeah, over time you'll pretty quickly regen health.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can start now using your level 5 character, or what? We're on level 5 now, right? The new ones I had you guys make. Cool. You can now start using your level 5 characters. Yeah, and so as Strahd is watching you kind of like all admire this new ability, he's going to say, pretty nifty little trick, huh?
Admire is a strong word.
Sure.
Is Andor still over by the wagon?
Yeah.
Allie's gonna take a glance back and try to gauge his body language.
I'm just still
If it's-
staring at the fire.
Holy fuck. Amazing. Okay. So yeah, Strahd will say, okay, well, I came to give you the reward that I wanted to give you. Let's see. Yeah, I guess the next thing that for you guys to do would probably be go to recover the next artifact, which I guess, and then he'll kind of like look up and kind of ponder for a moment. I guess the nearest one would probably be probably visiting my dear old brother. His grave is nearby in the Wizards of Wine Vineyard. It's out back in their graveyard. He really liked alcohol, but it's getting late.
Can't
You should
imagine
all.
why.
Oof. Do you say this out loud to Strahd?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna look at you and kind of agree. He's gonna like do a little like, yeah, you're right. But yeah, he's gonna say, it's getting late. You should probably retire for the night. The Blue Water Inn nearby in Valakut, it's got good accommodations. And at that, Argal is gonna say, yeah, I've stayed there a few times myself. It's quite nice.
Allie's going to pointedly ignore them for the time being and look at Arena and ask her, Arena, you have no problem with us using your family's home while we're in Barovia, do you?
That old place, it's all yours, dear.
Very good. And Lord Strahd, if we so happen to choose not to do as you instruct, and instead to do something that we feel that we'd rather do.
Strahd's gonna say, like what? What did you have in mind?
Oh, I'll let you guess.
Well, let's just say that if you're looking to take me down, you're gonna need a little more than that silly old trinket.
I don't know. Allie's just kind of glaring at him.
Tim
Taking
will
his measure.
Tim will put a hand on Allie's shoulder and say, well, assuming you don't have anything more to gloat about, we'll get right on that, sir.
Yeah, Strahd will kind of like chuckle a little bit at that, and yeah, he'll say, "All right, well, best of luck to you. Yeah, if you need anything, that bell might help. My mother can always give you advice or help you out. Yeah, say hello to say hello to the Mardukov family for me, will you? They're the ones that run the vineyard. Good old friends of mine."
Picked up on that.
And with that, Strahd, Irina, and Aragal will turn back into a swarm of bats and fly off. Yep, there they go. I don't know how you're doing that, but that's really cool.
Allie is going to reach for her other dagger, strongly consider, and then let her hand fall back down to her side.
Amazing. Very
Timothy
nice.
says to Alessandra, I would throw all of my daggers too if I thought they would even hit.
That is what it comes down to, isn't it? So Then she's gonna go and retrieve the dagger that missed earlier.
Very nice.
And as she's doing that, probably just mention to Timothy and Jasper, there seems to be other equipment in the wagon. Might want to see if there's anything we can still salvage.
There's also the bag of weapons that you
Tim-
had on the ground.
Tim
Yeah.
will untie the circus tent container of all the weapons and let them sort of splay out, and Tim will begin organizing them. Look to Jasper and say, "I mean, you're pretty good at the first one. Maybe there's some unique thing in here that can help us out."
Ooh, good idea. She's gonna go in and rummage with them.
All right, give me a moment.
Yes, give us everything, Nikolai. Give us everything.
All right. Shit. Okay, go ahead and rummage around that for a moment while I look at items that I'd be okay
Sure.
giving you.
I'll also say Mo will go sit near Apollo to like just stare at the burning carcass of the wagon that's now falling apart.
Apollo is just he's got his hand wrapped around the holy symbol of Ravenkind, which is now around his neck,
Mo
Just-
doesn't really say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
staring at the flames. Just
Mo doesn't really say anything or even like grunt to like make his presence known to Apollo. He just sort of sits near him.
after a minute, Apollo, not really acknowledging that Timothy's there, but just speaking up, saying, "There may have been darkness in Van Richten's heart, but he was a follower of the light, and I know he spoke true. There's no way to go back from this."
Mo will look to the ground and just give a heavy sigh and say, "So, I take it you're a god then, or sorry, I take it you're a god then. Might not look so fondly upon you then."
We don't really have gods. It's our deity is light. It's the sun. It's hope. It's the goodness in the world. There's no god for that. It's just the energy of the world.
You
That's
just hearing the
strange. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
That's strange. I always associated the light with revealing the darker truths, if you will, sort
That's
of
part-
showing the underbelly.
Well, that's what the followers of the light are for. Is we cast out the darkness so that light can shine even brighter.
Go ahead, Jasper.
Or at the very least, so the rats within it don't bite our feet as we walk by. Ellie will say as she kind of just walks up to join them.
This lightless place, though, it's taken its toll.
You just hear in the distance, "I found an axe."
Amazing. Yeah, so as you guys are having this deep conversation, Jasper's just like digging through this pile of loot. Basically, it's just a bunch of weapons. However, you do also find 4 unique bags of holding that are each connected to each other as well. So that's what I'm going to give you. You each get a bag of holding, but they're all connected. they all
like
reach into
the,
the same plane.
Like the magic pockets from Divinity.
Sure.
Big mistake, Nikolai. Big mistake.
I love just giving you guys things and seeing where you go with it. So if you can come up with a clever way to screw me over with that, absolutely go for it. I was gonna give you a healing item, but then I remembered that I gave you a really powerful passive healing 10 minutes ago. So we're gonna give you bags of holding that have interesting powers.
Amazing.
But none of the weapons were particularly special in there.
Was there anything in particular you were looking for, like out of character? Was there anything you wanted for your character?
No, you had just mentioned that like some of the weapons and items that we were
I know what
finding
I
in
said.
there were magical.
I know what I said. I didn't expect you to want to try and use them. Okay, hold up. let me read this description to make sure I'm not screwing myself over too bad.
There could be like, I don't know, a link to the user or something like that.
Sorry, what are we? The weapons?
Y'all are
Yeah.
looking for special weapons. I said that there were
Okay.
magic weapons in the pile, but
So
now I
here's I'm gonna help you out here.
Yeah, go
Last
for
time
it.
you said that they were very minor magical
Yes, I did.
improvements, like maybe it's a little bit more accurate or
Sure.
maybe the blade's a little bit more sharper. A generic magic weapon is just a +1 to attacks and a +1 to damage.
You can
Yeah.
each find a +1 weapon version of whatever you were currently using.
Nice.
Let's
Oh,
go with that.
nice.
Let's go with that. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
But Jasper's still sitting there with the giant axe over their head or something.
Yes.
Axe.
Amazing. Very nice. Yeah. So you each have found new internal powers as well as new weapons. You are now higher level as well, so you've presumably unlocked some new spells or whatnot. Additionally, you now have a pet monkey named
Can I give
Turk.
Turk a dagger?
Yes. Yes, you
A
can.
knife.
A knife.
No!
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, Turk is now one of the party. He can also do party tricks, and you can tell him to go do things like try and steal things and stuff.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, Jasper now has a pet monkey named Turk that Jasper can do things with.
Nice.
Cool. Good job, guys. You did it. You have a monkey.
Woohoo. Monkey.
Awesome.
He's keeping a very close eye on this thing. She doesn't trust anything in this realm anymore.
Do you want to heal the monkey, by the way? It took a lot of damage. It is not doing well.
I can give it a medicine check.
Cool. Its
Maybe?
total health
Or
is
animal handling.
Sure. Give me animal handling check. Cool.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
The monkey took 10 points of damage. Its total is 25. So it's not doing great.
That's a thick ass monkey. Holy shit.
Because it's a brick. House.
Did you guys investigate the house before or just the wagon? I can't remember.
We couldn't open the door initially, so once this fire had burned out, I was gonna go digging through whatever
Sure.
was left of Van Richten in his wagon to see if I could find a key.
Sure. Yeah.
I was just gonna smash the door with my now magic mace, but
Yeah.
That too.
You said you put Van
not,
Richten
like,
on the
giving
fire, right?
me a magic short sword and 2 magic daggers, right? I'm getting like a magic short sword.
You can have a magic sword and magic daggers. Go for it.
Big mistake.
Go nuts, guys. Go
Okay.
nuts. Go nuts.
I don't know if it's a big mistake, but it's
Go nuts. Go nuts.
We'll make it one.
Please do.
We'll find a way.
Please do. I'm here to introduce chaos into the system. Okay, so just to clarify, Apollo, you did move Van Richten's body into the fire?
yeah, I tossed him into the burning wagon. Yes.
Cool. There was a
Ignore
lock
that,
on the door
please.
that had a keyhole, if you remember.
Yes.
Cool.
I thought, okay, so as he exited his wagon, he relocked it.
Not his
No,
wagon,
not
sorry,
wagon,
the tower.
Oh, the tower door. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna smash the door.
Okay.
That's one way to go about it.
All right, proceed.
Are you gonna make me do a check or anything, or just
Give me a strength check.
okay?
Cool. Yeah, you take a swing at this door, and as the weapon you swing at the door comes within an inch of the door, it gets magically repelled.
I'm going to have seen this happen and be like, huh, that's not good. I'll whip out my crowbar and try to approach the door
Okay.
instead of just waiting for the
Yes.
embers to die out.
So as you approach the door with the crowbar, the closest you can get the tip of the crowbar is about an inch from the door as well. It's kind of being held back.
How do you want to handle my new 3rd level spell slots?
We'll say that you have them. Like you just
like,
gain them.
In terms of preparing new spells.
Oh, That's a good question. I'll say after your next rest, you can
Okay,
slot
so I
the new
don't
ones.
have to spell magic yet.
Not yet. No, I'm gonna say you guys
Okay.
have to rest.
I'm just gonna turn to Turk and be like, "How about you, buddy? You know anything about this?"
Jasper, don't you have a free detect magic?
Oh, I do. My apologies. I'll go to the door and detect it.
Cool. The door has a keyhole that requires a key.
What about the magic that was just spelling Apollo?
Yeah, that's like a barrier spell.
Okay, so just abjuration magic.
Yeah.
Did we detect that beforehand?
I'm definitely just
When we
weighing
were
all
here
of this. They don't know that.
Because I know Jasper.
We did detect a bunch of magical protection spells on the tower, yes.
I'm just making this up as I go along.
We also determined that it couldn't be opened from the inside since Timothy's special rogue mage hand wasn't able to
Yeah.
befuddle anything on the other side.
I'm gonna check Turk's pockets.
Monkey has
Turk-
pockets?
Turk is
Well, if
wearing.
he's like dressed up as a circus monkey,
Yeah,
maybe he
Turk
has a
has
little
some-
vest.
Yes, absolutely. Turk has a little vest.
Incredible.
Inside one of his vest pockets, you find a tiny key. You find a tiny key.
like a normal key but small, or like a tiny key?
It's a normal key, but it's really small. So it's like
Okay.
it's like a small version of a normal key.
I'm just gonna pet him and say, "Aw, thanks, buddy," and I'm gonna go and try it at the door.
As you bring the key towards the door, it does make it through the barrier, but the key is comically small and just goes straight into the keyhole, like in the hole without making contact. Like you can't really turn it.
Well, that didn't work. Any other ideas?
What's the situation of like the windows or like any other like openings that are around this tower?
There's nothing on the first floor that you would be able to climb into, but there is a window on the second floor, which is about 10 feet up.
Is this an actual part of the architecture of the building? This little like side ladder and like
Yes,
space here?
it is. It's scaffolding on the side. As you're all kind of like trying to figure out how to open this door, the monkey kind of stares at you and runs over towards the flaming wagon. Where did you put the body? Did you like put it deep in, or is it kind of near like the entrance?
I mean, as deep as a 0 strength cleric
Cool.
could toss it into the.
Cool. The monkey
It's our
runs up.
strength rogue that's helping them out.
Amazing. The monkey runs up to Van Richten's body, reaches into one of his like shirt pockets and pulls out a key, and just runs back to Jasper and hands a key to Jasper.
What are those clothes made out of?
Melted leather.
Tim will say, "Wow, for someone whose partner in performing just was brutally murdered by literally us, this is the biggest turnaround I've ever seen from a emotional standpoint."
Well, he's got a new partner now, don't you, buddy?
The monkey nods and hands you
Is
this
there-
key.
Is there anything else we need in that wagon? I asked the monkey.
The monkey looks to you and just stares blankly at you. Yeah. He kind of shrugs his arms like I don't know.
Are you actually a monkey?
The monkey looks at this question and like kind of stares off into the distance, and you can tell that it's kind of like never contemplated its own existence before, and it kind of is lost in thought for a bit, so it's not responsive now.
You broke the monkey.
What the hell?
You've introduced introspection into a species that was previously very content with just being a monkey. How dare you?
It's what I'm here for. Breaking people's worldviews
Amazing.
and their will to live.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna I'm gonna cast produce flame and throw it at Van Richten's body so that the whole cart burns hotter and brighter, so that
Cool.
it'll burn out faster, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, the wagon catches more on fire and now is falling apart. Cool. Yeah. The monkey
Gone
is
fishing ahead of time.
Yep.
Well, Timothy, shall we go check out the scaffolding?
Might as well. And Tim and Thea will go over to Mo, who's still kind of moping over near the flame. But as the flame gets higher, they kind of like snap him out of it. And,
Oh wait, did the
over
second
to the
key
scaffolding.
not work?
You haven't tried yet. The monkey just handed you a normal size key, though.
Oh, I'm gonna try the key.
Okay, go up to the door and go ahead and try it.
Nope.
The,
Give
the,
it a shot.
the key works. Good job. You found the key all on your own with no external help. The door swings wide open.
Nice. Is Timothy still on the scaffolding?
They have just started climbing the ladder.
Beautiful.
All four of us are just looking at each other and then just look down.
It's okay. We'll meet each other up there, and I'll just go inside.
Are there any special things that are on the outside of the tower near the scaffolding that we can reach or look into?
There's some windows that have bars over them that you don't. There's barred windows, so like, I don't know. You can look inside if you'd like at the second floor.
Like a barred or like closed?
Fuck it, I'm gonna say closed.
Okay, cool.
Shuddered.
What do I see inside the tower as
You
I go
see,
in?
on the bottom floor is some like crates, barrels, and a stairway that very clearly leads straight to the second floor, unobstructed.
I'm absolutely opening the crates.
As I walk in, does my 23 passive perception pick up on anything?
So I'll go with Mandy and then you. Jasper is opening crates and finds basically just like empty crates with like some straw in them, I guess, like just nothing of very much use. And for your passive perception, the room seems to be pretty much just like a normal magic wizard's tower storage room.
Well, this is useless.
It's less than useless.
Nice bit. Amazing. Do you want to climb the tower? There's a stairway.
I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Cool.
Ellie is also going up the stairs.
Amazing. Yeah, on the second floor, you find this is a 4-story tall tower, by the way, I should add. On the second floor, you find the stairway continues up to the third floor, and this floor also. Let's see. I didn't think you guys would go in the tower. That was a failure on my part for planning. Yeah, in this floor, it's just like it's more crates, but they have like like wizard supplies on them. So like ingredients for making like potions. Yeah, it's just wizard supplies.
Keep climbing.
Just a potion maker's kit, not like a poisoner's kit or anything lying around.
Potion maker kit.
Are there like various wizard spell components then?
Yes.
Okay, I was just asking because as Timothy are like kind of like rummaging around and like trying
Sure.
to assess the situation, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, yeah, finally!" And they like grab some components that they've been missing for actually quite some
Sure.
time.
Very nice. Yeah. There's all sorts of components for alchemy. Then yeah, you could grab whatever you need from here. Then.
If you're grabbing components, Jasper's just gonna yell, "If you find any lizard teeth, let me know."
Do lizards have teeth?
Of course.
Oh shit.
It's at this point that Timothy internally are thinking like that they're referring to their own teeth because they are lizards, and then they think about it for a second and they're like, no, it's okay. She didn't mean it that way. She didn't mean it that way. They sort of
Uh-huh.
like mingle and like whisper like, no, it's like actual lizard teeth, like small lizards, not us. We're dragon born. Come on.
Amazing.
And do we find any?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find some lizard teeth.
Yeah, Thea will run on over and give like a handful of lizard teeth to Jasper and say, by the way, thanks for identifying those items. I don't practice at all, but really cool. They feel like they have a good weight to them.
Oh,
Very
of
nice.
course. Honestly, you've been doing great. You've been helping out a lot. I know I don't always hold my own in battle, so it's good to have you around.
You hear Mo in the back. Still think you should have drowned that monkey.
Friendly neighborhood Turk. Yeah. So there still is the stairs up to the third and fourth floor as well.
I'm gonna keep climbing.
Cool. On the third floor, you find basically what looks like a makeshift bedroom. You find a bed, like a nightstand, like a little cooking area. It's basically like a little camp, not a campfire because you wouldn't do that inside. There's like a little cooking area, but yeah, this is clearly where Van Richten was like staying when he was in Barovia.
I might come back, but I'm gonna see what's on the fourth floor.
Cool. On the fourth floor, you find a library with many books.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
What can,
Making sure there's not been any traps so far, but if we made it all to the fourth floor without that, I think Allie's definitely going to start looking at the books,
Sure.
seeing what each of them's about and whatnot.
Sure. Each of the books, it's either like history books, the ones you can read at least. There are a few you find that are in languages you don't know, but the ones you do find and are able to understand, they're basically just like history books
I
of
know
like.
4 languages.
Yeah, I was about to say I know Common, Dwarvish, Elvish.
All right, I'm gonna just go find one you don't know.
I have no idea what I know. What do I know? Who knows?
All right, you find a bunch of books that are just kind of information about Barovia. Like different locations and just like the history, a lot of history books. Maybe if you like spell alchemy books, like how to craft different potions.
How far back do these histories go?
That's a great question. They go back.
Would I find one about Barovia before Strahd?
You would actually. Yeah, you can find a book about the history of Barovia before Strahd.
Is there any info that would be useful, as in, like, how did Strahd get its power over Barovia?
That is not known, at least not in the history books. Yeah. Was there anything in particular you were looking for?
I mean, that was something in particular that I was looking for, but
That's
apparently
fair.
it's not there.
So Tim has something that he is looking for in particular. He is looking for if these are histories, he's looking for references to some of the names that we've heard before, like Van Richten, like the Burgermeister estate,
Sure.
because he's curious about the fact that these places, like from what Strahd said, seem to be places that he could not enter. Yet both times now that they've intervened, almost they like Strahd has been right on the forefront. It looks like he could just waltz right in. So he's looking for if Burgermeister or Van Richten come up multiple times in these histories.
Sure. So then I'll go with the Burgomasters first. They're basically a very ancient noble house in Barovia. They've been around for many generations. You also find a little bit that talks about like the souls and the husks. And it kind of talks about how throughout the generations, like husks have been born, people with souls have been born in that family as well. Yeah, so they're basically like an old noble house. As far as Van Richten, you just find like passing mentions of him as being like a famous, if not very old, vampire killer. He's aging basically, like he's getting really old. Yeah.
So just no necessarily repeats of these histories.
You mean like a cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not cycling as far as you can tell.
Upon rummaging through all the books that were necessary, on the last one, Tim just like throws the book on the ground and just goes, he just huffs in anger and calls his brothers together, and they form back up and say, "Yeah, this is hopeless. We'll meet you at the bottom," and they shuffle down.
As you're heading towards the stairs, you see a book kind of off by itself called the big called Strahd von Zarovic.
We'll swipe that and then start reading it
Sure.
as we're going down the stairs.
As you start reading it, the very first like paragraph that you read from like the first page is like not much is known about Strahd, but one thing that we've discovered is that Strahd von Zarovic is in fact a vampire. And just like by briefly glancing through the book, you can see that it's none of it's going to be useful information. It's all stuff you probably already know.
It's out the window, sorry, not out the window. It's just in the middle of the tower until it hits the bottom, just with a big echoing boom. Like
Amazing.
I would like to do a bit of research to see
Sure.
if I can find how many outsiders have come to Barovia and how often. Like, has Strahd invited multiple people with the promise of power, or are we like one of few?
Yes, excellent question. You let's see. I'm trying to do this in a specific way. You learned that people do come to Barovia, but upon entering, they are unable to leave, which is something I think you guys have figured out as well with like the fog mist that turns you around. I think your spy, Ali, told you about that at one point.
We
You
made it back all right.
Yeah, they did. You learned that it's not uncommon for Strahd to invite adventurers into his realm, but the author of this book does not know why.
But it is semi-frequent.
Yes, it is.
I call Allie over and I show her that information.
Makes sense. Wonder how many of them have ended up like William and Henry.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm just worried about, both of us are here because we wanted to stop the power. If this is going to happen, it's going to happen pretty frequently.
One additional thing that you learn while trying to read about people leaving, there is one exception to the rule. There is a group of traveling merchants called the Vistani, who are allowed to come in and leave Barovia freely, and they do bring in goods and trade with the locals. Yeah, it's a group of like traveling. I guess gypsies is probably the closest.
That is
Closest
what they're
equivalent.
based off of, yeah.
Yeah, that is, yeah. So there's a group of
Closest-
travelers.
yeah. Least politically correct, most accurate.
Yeah. I'm Romanian for the record, so my people. Anyways,
I can
Only
say
we
it.
can say.
yeah, hold
Only
on,
we
that's
can use
my
that
word. That's our word.
You guys have to say it with an A.
Amazing. Cool. So yeah. Anyways,
I don't know.
No hard Y. No.
It's
Anyway, sorry.
no, you're good. Cool. Was there anything else you wanted to look for? I literally pulled up the module and I'm like looking through the lore section.
so I was going to try to check and see if there were mentions of places where it was known for sure that Strahd either like just didn't travel to, either because he just refused to, or it seemed like he couldn't go there, or something along those lines.
I see. The Burgomaster mansions seem to be an exception to the rule, and you're not entirely sure why. But yeah, you don't really tend to find any mention of Strahd not being able to enter locations.
Yeah, well, we know for whatever reason the Burgomaster Mansion is total bullshit.
Yeah, that's that's fair. I will say it did work before you got there. The magic
That's-
keeping Strahd out.
That makes me angry.
Yep.
I freaking knew it.
Amazing. Was there anything else you were looking for? I did say that there was some. Never mind.
A nuke.
I was going to say spell books, but then I was scared of where you guys were going to go with that.
I don't think I can cast spells off of spellbooks anyway, so I am good.
I mean, maybe Timothy could get some use out of it. Hell, he can't cast.
Are there any like maps that Van Richten had marked up in this library?
Yes, actually, you do find a map on the on like a table nearby in the middle of the library. It's a map of Barovia, and let's see. You're asking if he like circled anything in particular?
Yeah, just what was Van Richten interested in, and if he was looking for anything
Sure.
aside from the Book of Strahd, which we
Yeah.
do know where it is, right?
Yes. Yeah. So on the
Yeah.
map, there is. You can see that he has the Amber Temple circled, which is where you've been told the Book of Strahd is, the Tome of Strahd. Additionally, you can see that the winery, the vineyard, the Wizards of Wine vineyard, is circled. That's where you were told that the Sun Sword is. And then Strahd's Castle Ravenloft, is also circled, with like a big old question mark next to it.
I knew we should have come to him first.
I guess I'm gonna go down to the bedroom and investigate that.
Okay. Hmm.
And
Sorry, what were you investigating?
Just see if I can find Strahd's belonging, or not Strahd, Van Richten's belongings, a journal, something that might point to something that he knew that would help us against Strahd.
Um, Van Richten was not much for journaling, so you do not find a journal.
for a man who is supposedly so intelligent, I swear. Oh, looks like Philip needed to take 10. Do we want to break here for a little
Oh
bit?
yeah,
then?
sure. I didn't see that. Sorry. Yeah, we can take a quick pause. What did Philip say? Salt break?
See BRB bathroom.
Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah. I guess if you want to like look for any more info while you're in the library, we could do that, or you could just take a 5-minute break.
That's okay. If there's nothing of importance in the
Yeah.
bedroom, then
Yeah.
yeah. we
Unless
can
there's
just break.
something specific you want to ask about, I think you guys have probably found everything.
Maybe I'll have something else after a 5-minute break, but
Sounds
we'll
good.
see.
Well, that was fun. I think if there's anything else, any other information I could give you here.
Hey, I'm back.
He's back. We were just taking a quick break while you were gone.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
Anything I miss?
Let's see. Where did you leave off?
Basically, just got started.
Yeah, we've just been looking around the library, and I've been sharing some lore.
Just at the
I
bedroom
I don't think
investigation.
you've missed anything.
Cool.
Okay.
They
Phew.
found a map of Barovia, and Van Richten had circled a few locations, but it was just places you already knew about.
Oh, right. I was there for that. I left
Okay,
like right
gotcha.
when the investigation of the bedroom started.
Why does that sound so dirty?
What will
Cool.
we find?
In that case,
Andor's
I
a
would
little young for Allie. Or Andor.
Cool.
Andor's the Star Wars character.
Yeah, I think
Very
you
true.
guys have probably found most of what you were interested in there. I will say that on his nightstand, on Van Richten's nightstand, there is a book labeled like circus tricks and how to perform them, and it's just a picture book with like diagrams of how to like juggle and things like that.
All right. As we're going back down, then I'm gonna take a bit closer look at the floor with like all the potion kits and everything to see if they had anything already made up.
Sounds good. Um, yeah, so I guess it's just mostly just supplies, like crafting ingredients. Um, Fuck it, why not? There's a few health potions there. Well, I'll say 3 that you can take if you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, I'll call him out and see who wants to take one. I'll probably try to keep one for myself.
Cool.
I tend to be on the front of things.
Sounds good. Not that you guys need health potions anymore.
You never know.
You never know. Mandy, are you back? Okay, cool. Cool. I think we're ready to continue then.
Ryan, you're back?
Oh, did Ryan leave?
Yeah, I'm munching on something, but I'm here.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. I think we're ready to continue.
Alrighty.
So do we head back outside? Let's say we head back outside.
So Timothy is kind of already standing at the doorway, and all 3 of them are sort of just relaxed. They're sitting on their trench coat, and they're playing like a weird game of rock paper scissors, but like plus Egyptian rat slap.
Amazing.
Where it appears to be some kind. Yes, hold on. I need the aesthetics.
Just trying to stay consistent when there's some smoke.
Yeah, so they're playing some like 3-way version of rock paper scissors that involves like slapping hands or like dodging out of the way
Amazing.
with each other. And as everyone approaches, they kind of put themselves back together in their trench coat and hat.
How
Very
long
nice.
were we in the tower?
Let's say 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. That I tried to make the fire hot enough that it would have burned out within 30 minutes, so it's
Cool.
not
Let's
smoldering
the
pile.
wagon is a smoldering pile of ash.
Damn, we're fast readers.
I mean, it can be longer if you want. Yeah, it's pretty late in the evening though, regardless. So when you do leave the tower, it's you're all feeling pretty tired for sure.
Gonna poke through the ashes and just make sure we haven't missed anything.
Oh, it's all ash at this point.
Ash and slag from anything metallic, guessing.
I love that I can draw on these.
Yeah. What kind of metallic objects are left behind?
There is the axles, the front and back axles from the wheel. There is a little bit of the frame of the cart itself, like the wagon itself. It's just like a few beams, basically, that have like fallen over. The rims on the wheels are metal as well, like the outside portion. It's probably maybe there's a few other like little metal bits and bobs here and there from whatever was inside the thing, the wagon.
Did any more of the magic weapons that were tumbling out survive?
It's a smoldering pile of ash. You do not want to stick your hands in there. But no, not that you can see.
As Timothy are rummaging through the ash and stumble upon the bones of Van Ricten, they just sort of sigh and say, "He could have been such a great ally if he wasn't so stubborn." And they sort of knock the skull.
Fair.
Seems to be the story of this place. And Allie's gonna put her hood back up, kind of conceal her eyes a bit more.
Cool. Is the group gonna head back to town, or?
Thee will start march and say, "Well, no point in cleaning up."
No.
Yeah.
But perhaps we should figure out what we're going to do next and what we want to do eventually.
Mo kind of blurts out, "I mean, what is there to do? Clearly, we're just the playthings of Strahd. All we're here to do is entertain him and prove points to his beloved."
Yeah. I say we collect the sun sword. What's the other thing we have to do?
Tomb of Strahd, tome, the book.
Collect the sun sword, collect the tome, and then go kick his ass.
I doubt it will be that easy, even with those items.
Well, I'm gonna try, Allie. If you want to come with, you're welcome to.
I'm not saying that I'm not going to try. I'm saying I think we need a bit more of a plan than that. The
Apollo's
gym
just
inside.
done. He's so done. Just throws his hands in the air and lets Allie continue talking.
The gym inside of Baba Lysaga's house. It's some sort of a life gym. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but vampires are very much not alive, correct?
Oh.
I don't intend to just beat Strahd. I want this place gone. Is that good enough for you, Andar?
Well, what's the plan with the life gem? We're vampires now. I mean,
Oh, I wasn't sure I was going to make it out of here to begin with.
all right. I can
That
live with that.
said,
Or I can die with that, I guess.
If we were also getting more powerful, and forgive me for interjecting, but supposedly we could possibly beat enemies that we weren't able to beat before. I know we weren't able to beat Baba Lysaga and we barely made it out alive, but if we're getting more powerful.
Well,
I'm
that's why I
not
say
in.
we keep doing what Strahd wants us to do. He keeps giving us more of whatever this is, and
I'm not sure that it comes without strings, though.
for sure.
Although I do suppose that he'd let me throw a knife at him.
Well, the strings seem to be that any spells against him also hurt us, but perhaps there are ways to use this power against him too.
I have a plan for that.
Give him a taste of his own medicine, perhaps.
Allie's gonna kind of cock an eyebrow at Andar when he says that. Interesting.
You guys focus on your countermeasures. I'll focus on mine. I don't want Strahd listening in on this.
Oh, agreed.
It's also because the medicine thing, because as a doctor, I frequently deal with. Never mind.
But Andar, I am curious if your plans have room to perhaps make some, I guess, vials or bottles of holy water.
I can't do that much. But
Right.
I mean, it's one item in our arsenal. It's a plan in motion. Okay, we'll just my plan is to go get this stuff and work it out as we go.
Sure. I guess I'm not hinging on this as a I guess a primary plan, but maybe as in case things go wrong. So I understand that it's difficult to manufacture it en masse, but I suppose I will put it this way. I would be more comfortable myself if I had holy water on my person.
It requires energy, which is out of character spell slots. So I can't make that many a day.
Understood.
I can make one now. I'll go up, get one of his vials from the wizard tower, and come back and start blessing it. Takes an hour and one of my spell slots.
Right. Well, suppose the next spot then that we're supposed to go to is the vineyard. Anybody else have anywhere else they think we should go? Should we return to the manor, check in on things there before we head over to the vineyard? It is nearby.
Seems to me like we should probably follow orders at this point, as close as we can. Assuming he's not listening to us right now, it'll raise the least suspicion.
Well, he doesn't seem to have much else going on in his life here, despite being newlywed.
I didn't see a ring.
Ooh.
I forgot to
Alex
describe what
goes,
Irina
"You're
looked
bad."
like, didn't I? Quick retcon. Yeah, Irina was wearing a white wedding gown.
Oh, just
damn
a
it.
I'm
full
sorry.
wedding
I
gown?
forgot. Well,
Full
all right.
gown?
Real quick, out of character, I was either planning on if you had any interest, we could do a wedding episode, or I was just gonna say she was wearing a wedding dress when you saw her for the first time again, which is I think what
Damn, okay.
what I went with.
Just wearing that everywhere, huh?
I take it back. I take it back.
Yeah, she was wearing a wedding dress. Yeah,
I'll just huff snarkily then.
sounds good. Sorry.
All good. All good. Would have been pretty fucking funny though. Can't.
Yes, that's fair. Can't believe I forgot to mention that. Oops. Are we all walking back to town while we're having these conversations?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Once Andar has
Once
gotten
Andar comes back.
what he
Cool.
needs from this.
Yeah, I just grabbed a vial of water. That's all I need. I
Cool.
can grab it from
We
the lake here.
make it back to town after you've done that, of course. Or yeah, we're on our way back, and yeah, we get back.
If there's ever a point where there's sort of like a hopeless silence that kind of falls on the group as we're making our way back after we've kind of worked out like the general situation, Timothy will begin sort of like humming and sharing the little songs that they previously shared just with Jasper as they were on their sort of long walk over to the general store the other day, and not really hopefully looking for anyone to like join in their song, but they're kind of just like hey, this is like it might seem hopeless, but you know like doesn't mean we can't like try and have a good time while we're here.
Upon getting back into town, everything seems normal except for one thing. The building next to the Blue Water Inn now has a sign on the front door that says General Goods. And you aren't quite sure whether or not you saw that before. A lot has happened since, but you do now notice that there is a General Goods sign on the door next to the inn.
That's new, right?
Yeah, I don't think that was there before.
Well, should we go in?
What do you say, Turk? You want an apple? What do monkeys eat?
Turk kind of like just looks at you and kind of
Bananas.
nods.
Ah, good point. Alrighty, then let's get you some food. And Jasper's gonna stroll inside.
Cool. Do you all go into the General Goods store?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Give me 1 second to grab the thing. So for two of you, this place is actually quite familiar. You enter this location, and you realize that it is, strangely enough, the inside of Rictus and Mortimer's once again.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
And for those of you who didn't see it before, or yeah, this is Rictus. This is Mortimer. And Mortimer is just behind the counter, and he looks at you as you come in, and he says, oh, it's you guys. I mean, welcome in. I forgot to do the voice.
I don't want to deal with the child if anybody else wants to.
Geez, who are you calling a child? There it is.
How old are you?
Me, I'm a full-grown adult. I'm a halfling, sir. That's offensive.
I just asked how old you were.
I'm 12, which is like, I don't know, more in halfling, I guess, maybe.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay. Can I get you anything? We've got goods and supplies. That's why we're called a general goods store, because we have general goods.
I'm going to lean over to Turk and just whisper, take whatever you want.
The monkey scurries off into like a corner, and you can hear it start rummaging.
Do you have any holy water?
That's a good question. And Mortimer's gonna look back, and Rictus is kind of in the back behind him, kind of like organizing shelves. And he's gonna look at him, and Rictus is gonna look back at Mortimer and say, "Just hand them a bottle of water and say it's holy." This is loud enough for you all to hear this as well.
Amazing.
You know what? Never mind.
Timothy's gonna say it. I thought you guys were back in Barovia. Did you decide to relocate? Was the trade route too much for you guys to handle?
We are in Barovia. That was Rictus.
Are we?
Technically, the town was called Barovia, but it's also the land of Barovia. So Rictus is just being a smartass right now.
Oh, I see. Um, Tim will say, I see. How about the whole being in two different buildings at once? This is oddly familiar.
Didn't you call it magic last time? We'll just go with magic.
Why the sudden change of heart? I thought you didn't believe in all that. What'd you call it? Nonsense that people use to feel more important? Something like that.
Oh, it's science, you fool.
Ah, science, right. Same thing.
Ugh. Rictus is gonna like shrug, do a what's it called when you put your palm on your forehead? Anyway, face palm. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, he's gonna kind of just like face palm and walk into the back room. He's gonna say, Mortimer, you take care of this lot.
So Rictus is some sort of artificer then.
I don't know what that means. Okay, sure.
No artifice recreating magical effects through items.
Yeah, that's us. We make magic items here.
Interesting. And how much for these services?
Depends what you're looking for.
Oh, sounds a bit beyond our means at this time then.
I'm sure we could work something out. What are you looking for?
I'll let you know. And Allie will just kind of peruse and see what items they have set out.
Um, you hear wood snapping in the back room, and Rictus comes out and puts a bunch of like what looks like broken chair legs on the countertop, and he says, "I'll sell you some wooden stakes, 5 gold apiece."
I can get some of those out in the woods, thank you.
Rictus is going to go back in the back room and mumble, "Perfectly good chair too. Damn it."
Mo from inside the trench coat will whisper to Jasper, are those just regular wooden legs?
Oh, is he saying this to Mortimer?
No, to Jasper.
Okay,
To like
gotcha.
detect magic on them and see if they're actually like special in any way, or if they're literally just broken ass legs.
Oh yeah, I'll detect it.
There
to
is
see.
nothing magical. This is absolutely just broken chair legs.
Uh,
They're splintered and everything. They're not even sharp.
I think Jasper's just gonna approach the table and be like, "Oh, I guess you really don't believe in magic, huh? Because you didn't infuse these with anything."
Rictus is gonna reach or like lean out into the room and like flick his fingers in the direction of the wood legs, and they're all gonna catch fire, just burst into flame.
Rah!
How's that for magic?
I'm gonna cast frostbite over the things just to end it and freeze it over.
Okay, yeah, they get put out, the fires.
Are those books in the picture
Those are-
actually in the store?
Yes.
Anything interesting in there, I guess, kind of along the lines of what we've been looking at in Van Richten's place.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. You see one titled the Lusty Dwarven Maid.
So it's that kind of book section.
Yes.
Ellie, keep looking.
Mo will say from inside the coat, well, if I wanted to do this song and dance, I would have been Van Richten's opener. Come on, guys, let's get out of here. And he's gonna shuffle outside.
Mortimer's gonna say, "Wait, you're looking for a song and dance? We have instruments here." And then he's gonna pull out like this weird tube-shaped thing that looks like a flute, but it like splits into two at the end for some reason. And he's gonna just start blowing on it, and it's gonna make a horrible sound. And yeah, that's what you hear as you leave, I guess.
Mo is kind of guiding the trio out, and then it's like, no, we're not. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
Amazing. Mandy, what did you say? I didn't hear you. You're muted.
Has Turk acquired anything of interest?
Turk is holding. This is as you guys are leaving.
Well, sorry, just Timothy
yeah.
is leaving.
Okay, just Timothy's leaving. Turk is in the corner, covering himself in like jewelry, just like expensive looking jewelry.
Oh, okay.
Gold rings, necklaces, like layered on top of each other, like multiple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like freaking Apu.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Is Andar done shopping as well?
Yeah, nothing of interest for me here.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess we'll shuffle out, but I'll tell them if I am in need of your services later, can I find you wherever I may end up?
Oh, Rictus will lean around and say, "Oh, we'll find you when you're in need. Don't you worry.
Very
We'll
good.
find you when you're in need." There we go.
Good night to you then.
Yeah, we'll see you later then. Sooner than you might think.
I have no doubt.
Is this building in two places at once, or is it two different buildings?
Don't think too hard about it. You'll hurt your brain.
But I was wondering if you could give us a shortcut back to the town of Barovia.
Let me try and put this in a way that you might understand. Have you ever seen a bag of holding before?
Yes.
It's just adventure speak for pocket dimensions. We can be anywhere at once. The door moves. It's like that one animated movie that everyone
I
loves.
understand you. That's not. Can you move the door to the town of Barovia?
Oh yeah, anytime. We can move it lots of places.
Can you do that now so we don't have to walk as far?
100 gold.
Never mind.
Timothy standing outside. What has taken them so long?
Yeah, we're walking out.
Amazing.
We didn't happen to actually find any gold in Van Richten's tower, right? You did a pretty thorough check.
Yeah, you checked pretty thoroughly. Van Richten believed in the value of knowledge. So no,
Really?
nothing of
Makes
value.
sense. Circus.
Believed in the
worker.
value of knowledge and didn't keep a journal. All right.
Yeah. I think he's one of those guys that like to pretend that he believed in the value of knowledge.
I doubt that he even read half of those books in there.
That's right. They all looked pretty not worn out, pretty unused. Amazing.
Hey, Rictus, what do you know about Van Richten?
Are you still in the store as you're shouting this?
I'm mostly just joking.
Okay. Yeah, if you're outside,
Calls
he
himself
doesn't
an
hear you then.
intellectual.
I'm somewhat of an intellectual myself. Okay, so I forgot to click on it for myself. Yeah, we come back outside. As you exit the store, the general goods sign that was above the door is now gone, and you are back next to the tavern, or the
Asshole
inn.
couldn't even give us a ride. Do you guys just want to take Baba Lasaga's place?
Eh, might as well. It'll save us some time.
Okay. I guess I go to the edge of town because I don't want the big old moving building to crush anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Okay.
then I'll ring Baba Lasaga's bell.
Okay.
Not that it would disturb many people around here.
As you say this, a few husks kind of like groan and look in your direction. Okay, so yeah, you guys are calling the tavern back then?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You ring the bell. You hear like a faint tinkling sound as the bell rings. Yeah, after about like 10 minutes of waiting or so, you hear like a stomping coming through the forest. And this giant tavern basically comes tromping through the forest and parks itself.
During those 10 little minutes, could Mo be like, Well, ring it again. It clearly didn't work.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, do Apollo? Do you ring it more than once?
I mean, I don't ring it. I guess I ring and wait and see what happens.
Sure. Okay. Do you ring it again when Timothy is getting impatient?
I asked Tim if he wants me to ring it again.
Tim says, "Don't listen to Mo. He's just a little upset. He needs a good night rest." And he's like, "Shut up."
Amazing. Awesome. Yeah. So the tavern comes tromping through the forest. It kind of comes to a standstill on the edge of town, and it's really high up in the air. By the way, it's probably like at least 10 feet up is where like the bottom is, and there's a bunch of like tree trunk legs, basically like the roots are basically it's walking, and it kind of just slowly lowers itself to ground level. And the front door swings open. The lights are all on inside, and yeah, the tavern's kind of welcoming you in.
Well, in we go, I guess.
We scuffle in.
Right on. Yeah, you enter the tavern. Baba Lai Saga is just off in a corner, kind of just. That's a weird corner. Baba Lai Saga is at the bar, and just kind of minding their own business as you enter. Yeah, you come on in, and she sees you, and she says, welcome aboard. Where can I take you?"
To Andar Manor, please.
Andar, what?
The Burgomaster's former
Oh, the
estate.
Burgomasters. Oh, yes, of course. Okay. And she'll snap her fingers, and the whole place will kind of lift itself up off the ground. This time, you guys are prepared for it, so you keep your balance. Yeah, the tavern starts tromping through the forest again. It's probably, or Babalai Saga will say, it'll be about uh, 3 hours or so until we get there. So just hang in, make yourself at home. There's some beds upstairs if you want to rest for a bit. There's some food in the back.
Are you gonna make me attune to the holy symbol?
What does that require you to do?
Just take a short rest and meditate with it in order for me to use it.
No, I'm gonna say anyone can use it.
Okay.
Timothy will put Mo to bed, and they'll sort of sit at the bar with Baba Lai Saga during the journey.
Go ahead and move yourself up to the bar then. Very nice.
Of note, because Mo is not with them, they have like pretty severe disadvantages at this point,
Sure.
even being vampires.
Sounds good. Cool. Yeah, so you guys have about 3 hours to pass. It is also really late in the evening. Yeah.
I mean, be that as it may, 3 hours does not a long rest make. So
That's fair.
Allie's gonna sit up and try to talk with Baba Lai Saga
Sounds good.
a little bit.
Baba Lai Saga is going to look to you and say, so what brings you guys back to me? What are you up to?" Baba Lai Saga is
back to
trying to
the-
make small talk.
Heading back to the manor for a bit to make sure everything is in order there, and to get a bit longer rest before we head to the vineyard. That's where you got the stone that's powering this, correct?
Who told you that?
Oh, the nice tavern owner in the last town.
Oh, I'll need to pay them a visit. Yeah, that's where I got it. They they weren't too happy when I took it. No, the Mardukov family certainly. Well, they only make 2 types of wine now. If you get my drift.
They do, actually. The tavern owner seemed most upset by that for understandable reasons.
Yeah, well, it takes quite a powerful life gem to make a house as wonderful as this one.
Certainly, or good wine, apparently. Yeah.
That thing could do a lot more than just move a house or grow fantastic wine.
So, how does it work then?
That's a great question. Well, it's a life gem, so it brings life to anything nearby. For example, when it was planted in the vineyard, it made the vines grow very rapidly and very healthily. When it's planted under my tavern here, it brings the roots to life, and I get to command it.
Does it have the same sort of bond with you, you know, as who would grow a plant or have a son, like a maternal bond almost? Does it recognize you as someone that it can trust?
Uh, I guess maybe it does. Although I don't know if I would consider it to be that sentient. But it does what I command it to.
Interesting.
Thea will say, I guess it depends on what kind of son.
Well, I am mother to many.
Yeah, so you were saying Strahd, in fact.
Yes, I am the mother of Strahd. That gem too, if you, as you seem to want to point out.
So what was Strahd like as a son?
Well, he he's a driven young gentleman, young man. Oh, no, although not that young, to be honest. He's older than me, in fact.
Sorry, out of character. That was out of character.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, that is a true fact, though. Yeah, no, he's a strong-willed old man. He always gets what he wants with power like that.
Thea will stop and say, he's older than you?
Well, yes, of course. Of course he's older than me. He's older than everyone here combined.
That
Uh,
the wheels are just spinning in Allie's head.
Now, maybe I'm just ignorant of the way in which time works in general, but it's my understanding that time doesn't work that way, to put it bluntly.
Or motherhood.
Bubba Saga's gonna laugh at this, and she's gonna say, "Well, you make great points. Those would be plot holes if you didn't understand the full story." Yeah, and she'll say, "Yeah, the truth is, I'm surprised Strahd hasn't told you this himself. Maybe you should ask about him sometime. It's impolite not to ask about your host. But anyways, yeah, he used to be a conqueror. In fact, back when he was human. But yeah, a lot has happened since those days. You should read about it in his book."
Oh, we'll get to that at some point.
I literally physically have a hard time coming up with questions now knowing this piece of information.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. I promise everything here is lore factual, lore fact checked.
Right.
did Strahd perhaps spend too much time in the general goods pocket dimension? Is this what?
The what?
Okay, never mind.
The general goods pocket dimension.
That's what
I
Ricten said.
No, I know. This is
I
Babalai Saga.
think what
in character.
Jasper is trying to say is, did he spend time in another dimension such that he grew older faster than you would? Sorry, I didn't mean to bring your age into it. I know it seemed liked.
Oh, no worries, dear. I know you didn't mean anything by it. Well, I guess the answer to that is technically yes. Although we're all in Strahd's pocket dimension right now, aren't we? Barovia, dear, you look confused. It's a pocket dimension. Did you not realize that?
We put a few things together. I guess it's always nice when a son can relocate his mother to a better home and
Relocate.
Really-
This has always
really
been
treat
my
her.
home.
you know what? I'll stop making assumptions at this point.
You know what they say about assumptions, dear. It's not good to make them.
My grandpa said pretty much the same thing, except he involved more of a accusatory way of saying it.
Babalai Saga is going to look to the bar table, like the what the fuck is that called? The bar. It's called a bar. Brain, no thinky. She's gonna look to the table and kind of like do like a little hand gesture, and from behind the bar, some like wooden mugs are gonna, or not wooden mugs, sorry, some like mugs are gonna fly up onto the counter, and the bar is gonna kind of start pouring drinks for each of you on its own. Have a drink if you will. It's gonna be a long few hours. Dear, you over by the door, did you two want to take a seat, get a little more comfortable?
Or you, I mean, Allie would have been up at the bar talking to.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. I
Do
thought
you
you were
have
just...
any non-alcoholic drinks for my friend here? And she's just gonna
Oh, I forgot the
gesture
monkey.
to Turk.
Let me grab the monkey. Hold on.
Grab the monkey.
Yes.
Go on, Dave, the monkey, let him drink.
Here, it's
He lost
it's
his longtime partner in performance. That's
amazing.
never an easy day.
It's a thimble full of vodka.
Yeah, Babalai Saga is gonna say, "Oh, well, we have some non-alcoholic drinks, but yeah, but take your pick." And yeah, on the bar, there's like different options. There's like a sign with options. We've gotten to the improv section of tonight's session.
There's various fluids, which have various flavors.
Indeed, there are. Here's one of my favorite, and she points to like it's basically it's like a sugary, watery kind of drink that gives you energy. Yep.
May or may not give you wings. That sort of thing.
Did you say this out loud? Please say you said it out loud.
Basically out of character.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I guess in character, Allie will say, "Sounds like snake oil to me."
Oh, we have that too, dear.
Of course
And
we
she
do.
points to this horrible-looking, bubbling green like tankard over near her.
Oh,
Looks a
don't
little
mind
ripe.
if I do.
Is Jasper gonna drink that?
Oh yeah.
Give me a cons check.
Yep. I don't know why I keep closing my character sheet. Heck yeah.
You down the whole thing. Everyone just watched you do this. How do you
I'll
feel?
do like a shot.
A shot?
Of it,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. How do you feel?
I just offered to everybody else. I'm like, anybody else? Shots?
I just grab the wine that's in front of me. I'm assuming it's the wine that the gem is making.
It is, yeah. Or at least
I-
it came from a barrel that was, yeah. It's from that gem.
I'm just gonna
It's
hold my hand up, say no, and then just take a sip of my own drink.
very nice. Babalai Saga is going to say, you've got a keen eye for a good drink. That's the finest wine in Barovia, and I've got all the barrels left.
Do love me a good one.
Tim and Thea will look at each other and say, Mo would hate to miss out on this. And they're gonna go get Mo and bring him over. Even he hasn't even fallen asleep to like start napping. He's the moment he heard
Amazing.
that there was great wine, he was in.
Amazing.
Yeah, Allie will start getting cups and passing it out to
Very nice.
the rest of the people.
Babalai Saga is going to snap her fingers one more time, and from like a little door is going to open leading to the kitchen, and you can see through that little window that just opened. There's like some freshly baked like bread and cheeses and a few other things as well.
So this is a giant mimic murder trap, right?
Uh-huh.
Is all this just for you normally? You seem to be very well prepared for guests, for killing all of them that come visit you.
And the tables, my dear, and the chairs. But from time to time, I do like to host my fair. What do you kids call it these days? A get together, a bash, a soiree.
A kickback, Mo pipes in.
That's it. A kickback. Babalai Saga says it really awkwardly. Babalai Saga is going to snap her fingers one more time, and you can hear music start to play from like a back room somewhere. Babalai Saga has pulled out all the stops to throw this soiree.
This kick back.
This kickback, if you will. I would like to also point out that because Babalai Saga is a 2x2 square, she's actually taking up multiple bar stool seats.
Amazing. Did you say that she went into the kitchen or no?
She opened a door to the kitchen, and it kind of showed that there is food, and she kind of offers it to you, like she gestures, like,
Oh,
"Oh,
okay,
take whatever you like." Some warm bread, some cheese. That's what I mentioned.
Jasper's gonna turn to the monkey almost like a waiter. She's gonna be like, I'll take a sandwich with like I'll take the salami, no, the bacon, and I'll add this, and she's just like gonna give him this complex order to fulfill.
The monkey is going to rush back into the back room and disappear for a little bit.
Cool.
You didn't just want to mage hand your food?
This is easier.
While this is going on, Allie's going to be kind of scoping out the section of the floor that's got the life gem again.
Yep, I got an actual gem asset this time.
Yeah. Yeah, just
It's
kind
gem.
of.
There it is. That's it.
Amazing.
Yep, that's a gem.
Google search green gem.
The gem is made of gem.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, just kind of noting how far away from the gem all the furniture's at, like what the condition the floorboards look to be in.
Sure. The chairs and tables are a good distance away, probably like 10, yeah, about 5 feet away. There's some good space. The floorboards do have some pretty good size cracks, so you can look down through it. You can't quite reach your hand through it, but you can see the gem kind of glowing down below.
Right, and the gem is just there, not secured or anything.
It's kind of imagine the gem is just like surrounded by roots that are basically like encapsulating it for the most part, that are like wrapped around tightly, kind of holding it.
Okay. All right, so like bed of chaos.
Yes, exactly. Nothing good axe won't.
Is it obvious that Alessandra's kind of like really getting down to the details of the woodworks, if you will, getting to the woodworks,
Yeah.
if you will?
Probably, yeah.
And I
s-
am trying to be a bit surreptitious. I don't want to make it like obvious to
Sure.
Baba Saga that I'm scoping
Sure.
this out.
Sure.
So with what Timothy can pick up from Alessandra and knowing the roguish needs of getting info and not being seen while doing so, Timothy is going to sort of get up under the bar and try and like just maintain Baba Lysaga's attention by talking about like her motherhood and like Strahd as a young boy. He's going to open up the sort of like, so what's it like giving birth to a vampire, or did he get that way?
Babalai Saga will say, well, that's a great question. I wouldn't know. I've never given birth myself.
Really? Well, I was going to say, if you had, you've put off the baby weight real quick.
As best as you could possibly imagine, she blushes slightly, but like she is very much like a swamp hag. So her
Blushes green.
her green cheeks kind of turn like ever so slightly like reddish.
Like a warmish yellow.
Yes, exactly.
So he's basically just going to probe like kind of like all the kinds of questions of like, oh, like it's well, then if you didn't birth him, then how are you his mother? Did you adopt him? What drew you to adopting him over like like another person in the orphanage, or was he an orphan? Did you like all three of them are like really like extruding curiosity like
Amazing.
as many times as they can to like just like maintain her attention.
Amazing. Yeah, she's very much focused on this as well. So she says, let me just stop you right there. I'll save you the trouble of guessing and just tell you how it all went, okay?
It all started.
It all started back with cheese fondue. No.
West Barovia, born and raised.
Yeah, so she'll say, well, I actually met Strahd when he was, as he is now. He's been around a long, long time, as I mentioned. Yeah, it's I guess adoption is probably the closest thing. He had a human mother a long, long time ago. He's actually royalty. I don't know if he mentioned that to you. He sure
Well,
acts
he
like
definitely fits the part.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he used to be, and again, this is all in his book. You should really check it out. It's a good read. Like she's trying to like sell this book as if it was like, yeah, yeah. Anyways, she says, yeah, he,
like an English teacher selling grapes of wrath to their students, you know.
oh, you'll love it. Oh, the grapes, they're wrathful and everything. Yeah, she'll say, his mother and father, they were a king and queen back in the day. He was their son, a prince. He was a conqueror. He actually came to Barovia. Again, check out the book; it's a good read. But yeah, he came to Barovia. He conquered it, and he settled down here. And well, we all know about the curse that turned him into what he is now, and how this realm became his reality marble, if you will. We all know that tale, so I won't bore you with the details. But yeah,
Mo will interject slightly. So does that mean we'll get our own pocket dimension inside here as well?
Babalai Saga has to think about this for a moment, and she's like, "It's a pocket dimension inside of another." I don't know. I don't know enough about pocket dimensions to answer that. You should ask someone who might know more about pocket dimensions. I don't know anyone like that though. Maybe you do.
Touch, wink, wink.
That asshole Rictus comes to mind. No, okay.
Rictus, you say? I don't know that man. And funny enough, I know pretty much everyone from these lands. Actually, all of them.
At this, Timothy like kind of stopped their like insistent curiosity to kind of like really ponder this, and then they immediately like try and like out of fear that Strahd can read their minds, immediately try and pick back up and go into. Well, surely you have the book around here. We can get a good start on reading it. I mean, not really a good reader myself, but Thee is a really good reader. He often has a lot of time to really like they kind of like out of fear of thought reading, I guess.
Yeah, so as you say, like, is the book here? She responds by saying, "Oh well, there's only one copy I know of, and that damn lich took it. He's holed up in the Amber Temple. I'm sure you've already heard about it."
Timothy will look to the rest of the group.
There's a lich here.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got a whole army of wizards at his back too. He corrupted each of them.
Oh, and what was his name again?
What, the lich?
Yeah.
Let me think about that for a second.
Wait, there's only one copy of this book?
That I know of.
Okay.
It's a bestseller.
When did the lich steal it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna bring up that we found a copy in Van Richten's tower, but if Babalai Saga's just shit.
Sorry, out of character. The book you found was like a knockoff, like a cheap knockoff from someone who didn't really know what they were doing. It was very much full of like no-brainers, which is why Timothy threw it down the stairs.
I thought the book that Babalai Saga was talking about was that
no,
really
sorry,
shitty information that we already knew.
No, Babalai Saga is talking about the Tome of Strahd.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a magical artifact. Yeah. Sorry, did one of you ask about the lich?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, for his name.
Yes. That lich, Xanthar. Let me spell that for you. Yeah, he used to be a wizard himself, but him and his whole order, they corrupted themselves. He turned himself into their lich master, and he corrupted the rest of them. And, well, they're all just holed up in there now. Xanthar. I think that's how you say that. Anyways.
And when you say corrupted, Are we talking undead? Are we talking corruption in the sense that they are fighting against Strahd? What sort of corruption are we dealing with here?
That's a great question. Well, I would say they do whatever Xanther wants, really. It's kind of a culty thing going on over there. Mostly they're just focused on eternal life. Couldn't just pick the vampire route like the rest of us, huh?
I see.
Yeah. Pick it.
Wait, is Xanthar friendly to Strahd? Like, if he knew that we were Strahd's thralls, how would that go down?
That's a great question. You know, I'm honestly not entirely sure. It's been a while since Strahd's been up by the Amber Temple, so I don't know.
When was
Do
he
you know
last
much?
there? Oh, sorry.
Do you know much about his lichdom?
Well, from my understanding, a lich is a wizard
No, I know,
who...
I know. I've studied liches myself. I'm just, I, if things were to happen, we might need to know where his phylactery is.
His phylactery. Well, he probably keeps it close to him, honestly. That's where I would keep it if I was him. It's
But
probably
you
in
don't
the
know
Amber...
where it is.
It's most likely in the Amber Temple somewhere. That'd be my
Okay.
guess.
You know what his phylactery is.
That's a great question. Not off the top of my head, dear.
Understandable. You'd probably want to keep that close.
Maybe you could send one of your spies to look after it. Look into it.
They're not particularly proficient with magic, so I'm not sure I would trust what a cult of wizards and their lich master would do to them.
That's a fair point. After all, I got one of your guys. Sorry about that, by the way. You seem kind of nice now.
Seems like it's water under the bridge.
Water under the giant moving mimic tavern, am I right? Sorry, bad joke.
Timothy will give a courtesy chuckle.
Thank you.
Prince.
From the back room, you can hear the sounds of the monkey. You're not entirely sure what these sounds mean, but the monkey is kind of just like making monkey sounds. Squawking?
Is it like really banging and like
It
knocking around
just,
stuff?
yeah, things are getting knocked around, and you're not really sure what's happening.
I think Allie is kind of up, so she'll go poke her head in the door.
Okay. Yeah, upon poking your head through the door, the monkey is on the ground. There is a barrel of wine that has been broken open, and there's wine all over the floor around the monkey. And the monkey is just drinking this wine and is like bumping into things. No sandwiches in sight.
Jasper, I think your monkey should sleep on its side today.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, get over here. She's gonna put him over her shoulder, try and find a comfy spot for him.
Put the monkey on this table.
Maybe like on the bear rug.
Bear rug.
It's
Beautiful.
Put him on the stage. He'll be right at home.
Nice.
Beautiful. Amazing. Yeah, very nice.
shame. This wine is so good. There's only so much of it left in the world.
Well, we can always make more, dear. We just, well, actually, I don't know how we would go about making more, considering the gem is powering my house. But, maybe if we brought the vines to my house and planted them over in that corner there. Honestly, that might work. I just don't have the rest of the things I need for a vineyard, but we could grow the grapes. Maybe I'll sell them back to the Mardikovs.
What if you cut the gem in half and gave them half, so that way you could half move your house and they could half grow the grapes?
Why don't we cut you into half and then we'll have 4 of you?
Ooh.
You know, I see your point, but you didn't have to put it like that.
I'm sorry, dear. That was rude of me. Let's not cut my gem in half, please. I don't know what it'll do to my house, and I very much like my house the way it is.
I see. I understand. But if you wanted 4 of us, you just invite my sister. Our sister.
I see.
Kinmo and Thee mean
Yes.
no offense. They're just used to being parts of a whole.
That's fair. I guess the gem's kind of a part of me now, or at least my house.
So, sister, hey, how is she?
We haven't talked in a long time.
The
She's
backstory.
more so on the side of our grandfather, following the more traditional routes of a kobold's life, being much more
What?
secluded and fighting off and protecting the tribe as best she can. Whereas we try to integrate ourselves in society, and hey, look at how far we got, right? Into the thralls of trying to figure out how to obtain immense power and ending up here. All 3 of them kind of like dunking their heads in shame.
Well, I think you did very well for yourselves.
I think so too. You think about it, we worked 14 different jobs at the same time. And we fooled every single one of them into thinking that we were just a regular human being. Thank God we stumbled upon this hat, pointing to the hat of disguise.
14 jobs, huh?
I mean, hey, normally we lie a lot about our past, but that one is true.
All right, interesting. And you still haven't mastered the whole facial expression thing?
What are you talking about? Mastered it.
No,
Of course we're the
nothing.
masters of it.
Yes, my apologies.
Amazing.
She's just gonna like look to the side and keep drinking her drink.
Baba,
At this point, Timothy believes they've once again fooled you, and they're like nodding, like got her.
amazing.
Got
Babale
him.
Saga heard you guys talking about power and says, "Oh yes, Strahd will make you very powerful." Oh boy, I bet you can't wait for what comes next. I know what comes next, but I don't want to spoil the fun.
No, please spoil the fun.
But that's no fun.
Well, sometimes the fun is in knowing the thing before it happens.
Give me a persuasion check, Jasper, at disadvantage.
Not like this. Come on, they're so good. They're so good.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll let that pass.
So
All right, all right. Well, don't tell Strahd I ruined the surprise. He loves his surprises, and he'll be a little upset with his dear old mother if he found out I told you what powers he's holding in store for you next.
Our lips are sealed.
All right, all right. Well, what was the most recent power he gave you? I can tell you what comes after that one.
We appear to heal very quickly.
Oh, the healing one. That's a fun one. Oh boy, that's a real good one. You can get up to some real fun stuff knowing that you won't get hurt too bad, or at least you'll recover quickly. You'll still feel the pain though, so be careful. All right. Well, I guess the next power after that. Well, have you ever wanted to be more than what you are? Have you ever wanted to be a cloud of bats, for example?
Not really.
what?
Timothy look at each other, like already as a swarm of kobolds in like parentheses, like.
Amazing. Yeah, well, I won't say much more than that, but yeah, there's some fun stuff coming your way. Keep up the good work. Make my
Is
son
it
happy.
always bats? Are bats required?
No, no, dear, not at all. That's just part of the stereotype we like to fulfill for fun. No, you can become other things. You could become a wolf if you wanted, or you could become a cloud of mist. I know Strahd really is partial towards his cloud of mist form.
Wait, you can be. So are werewolves and vampires just the same thing?
No, no, werewolves are something else. They're lycanthropes. Vampires are just shapeshifters who can become wolves. It's different.
Yeah, totally different.
It is different. It's different.
I am trying my best to take notes, but yep. I'm sure we'll piece it together with time.
Time.
And do any of these powers, how beholden to Strahd are we?
What do you mean, dear?
He doesn't just give this power away willy-nilly to any luckless person that happens to stumble into his employ. There has to be some sort of check placed on it, right?
What's the catch?
Well, first of all, nobody just stumbles into Barovia, dear. This place is mighty hard to find. You don't just waltz into Barovia. One does not simply walk into Barovia, if you will.
Kind of did, right? We walked and we got here.
Well, yes, but you had an invite, dear, didn't you? You were invited here. What was your other question?
Canehurst.
Oh, a catch. You're looking for a catch. Well, Strahd brought you here for a reason, that's for sure. But you've been completing the tasks he's been asking you for, so that's, that's what you were here for. In exchange, he did promise you power.
But what's the catch?
Well, I don't think he would be very happy with me if I talked about that, to be honest.
At this point, can Mo blurt out as sort of like a persuasion? He said,
Sure.
"Well, thank goodness. Then we must consider ourselves very lucky to be the only ones to be granted such an opportunity to try and persuade her to say a little bit more about
sure.
cycle, if you will, of
Sure.
potentially-
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're getting at. Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
I wish it was performance, but okay.
It's
17.
advantage.
Okay, cool. I was going to say you could do performance if you prefer.
Oh,
to phrase it
if
that
it's
way.
if it's performance, that is a 23.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go with that then. That's fine.
Because
so yeah,
he's just like big in the middle of the bar, like, well, thank goodness. Like,
right. Because you've seemed to have picked up a little bit on this concept of the cycle. I'll go with that then. So she'll say, well, of course you're not the first, but we always have to bring more people into Barovia. How else are we supposed to grow?
when she says you're not the first, all three of them will like performatively like like big gasp, like
Amazing.
the betrayal.
Let's see. What are you looking for specifically?
Are we going to be forced to do whatever Strahd tells us to do?
Yeah, that plus the sort of like are there more so I would say, are there others that we can go to who have gone through the trial, any sort of like trials and like completed them, or are we sort of like the last batch failed and we're now the next batch that may either succeed or fail? Like
Sure.
he's looking for, are there others that we can go to, basically.
Gotcha. Cool. Did you ask that in character to Babalai Saga, like, or ask that in character? I want to see how you phrase that.
So after our like gasp, like not being the only ones, Mo will say, so you're telling me there's others that have completed the trials of Strahd? But then that would mean,
Okay, go ahead.
how did they get the items that, huh? And he's gonna sort of like really just put on this whole thing of like the Tim and Thea are gonna like support him, like, yeah, that is a little strange, kind of like trying to get the whole story out about, like, okay, so we're not the only ones, but what is that? Like, he's trying to get context for that.
Sure. Cool. Let me think about my response for a second.
Sure.
Okay, so she'll say, of course you're not the only ones. Strahd sure loves bringing in his groups of adventurers. Let's see. You were asking like what happens to them?
Yeah. Or so like obviously maybe there are those who failed, but maybe there's those who succeeded? Question mark. Like,
Yes. Okay. I'll assume you said that to her then, or yeah. Anyways, yes.
So who's completed the trials of Strahd?
Well, those who have completed Strahd's trials are still around, that's for sure, and they are as powerful as ever. Those who haven't are 6 feet under or more. As for your previous question about the trials, well, it's different every time, but Strahd does bring in a group of adventurers from time to time, and yeah, he gives them challenges and he gives them power in exchange for completing those challenges.
So you would say that those who complete his challenges really reach the ceiling of their potential.
They are granted immense power, as promised.
I still haven't said anything about a catch.
Why does there have to be a catch, dear? Why can't you just be a powerful vampire?
That's what I'm asking. Is there one or is there not?
Well, depends on what you consider to be a catch, I think.
I want to know what the free will situation is. That I just point blank tell her that.
Okay, that's good. Oh,
Free will
okay.
situation.
Free will. Well, you'll always have free will, dear. In the end, you'll be given a choice. And that's your choice. That's where the free will comes in. Now, what happens after? Well, that's up to Strahd.
Thea will pour another glass of wine for Babalai Saga.
It's just all
Bob,
these gifts have been given to us against our will. I was just wondering if after the last one we would also lose like any ability to tell Strahd no.
Are you saying this in character, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll always be able to say no, dear. That's the whole point of consent. That's important, you know.
You seem so big on consent.
He does seem really big. I point to Ella. He does seem really big on consent, doesn't he?
Yes. Exactly.
Apollo's getting like really angry.
Oh my god.
That's too funny. Oof. Well, you'll always have a choice in the end. You did come here. That was kind of you agreeing to the terms and conditions, if you will.
There
The
was
fine.
no contract.
Was
We came
it,
here.
though?
We came here to find out what the power was, not to have it injected into us against our will.
But you did accept the invitation, didn't you?
The mysteriously big invitation that didn't tell us anything. Yeah.
As this
That I would like to
argument,
point out was not actually sent to me.
what wasn't it? Wait,
It
what?
was sent to my Duchess. And she sent me to make sure that it would not be of a threat to our duchy. Yet here I am.
Well, you are the one that showed up. And as this argument is kind of heating up, the whole tavern is kind of going to like fall down, like drop back down. And Babalai Saga will stand up and say, "Oh, looks like we're in Barovia. All right, well, on to your adventure then." And Babalai Saga is going to like start walking towards the stairs to leave.
Tim, seeing the sort of tension rise in his compatriots, will sort of try and do cleanup duty and be like, careful.
One last question, if I may.
Yeah, Babalai Saga's at the top of the
Burgomaster's
stairs. She'll look back at you.
The Burgomaster's estate. What caused the magic to fail on it?
You're asking me that. I mean, you're the ones who killed the man who cast the spell.
That man
And-
was
and
not a
then sh-
wizard. There's no way.
I didn't say he was a wizard, dear.
Can people technically perform rituals with magic items, or?
Ah, ritual, that's the word. All right, have a good adventure, dears, and then she'll leave.
Oh my god. Mo will say, "You woke me up for all that."
I toss Mo a mug of wine and just walk out the door.
Mo is side by side with Apollo at this point. He's like, "Man, fucking shit."
Awesome. Let's go here. So yeah, you exit the tavern, and we're back in the village of Barovia.
We did specifically say the manor.
Yeah, it's tricky getting a tavern into the middle of a town. As
Well,
much
that's how
as
the manor was on the edge of town. We had to walk there.
He's
Give me a
not
minute.
wrong.
Give me a minute.
Okay,
give me a
okay.
We
minute.
set up a trade route
Give me a
because
minute.
it was
Give
away
me a
from
minute.
town.
Give me a minute. All right, there you go. There you go. You're at the Okay, we made it to the Burgomaster Mansion. There you are.
Okay.
Burgomaster Mansion.
Yes.
Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Thank you.
I'm
Duck
gonna
Doom
go
Dum, owner of the
to
Dimsdale Dim Dum.
the master bedroom and retire.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. there's a couple guards on duty outside, but they're actually standing up, but they both have their heads like resting on their shoulders. They're both fully asleep.
Oh, so they don't salute me as I come past.
They are asleep on their feet.
I'm gonna produce flame at both of them just to
Nice.
light them up in the ass.
Cool. They both wake up and they salute in a very in a very like clumsy manner.
Take a
As
lap. Wake yourself up.
They both run around the corner of the building.
As that happens, Mo has just finished his pint of wine and just throws it off to the side, and says, "Damn it! Why didn't I learn that kind of magic?" As he's following them inside.
Amazing.
As what? You're following them?
No, following because he was side by side with Apollo as he was handed the wine, and like
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
yeah. Tim and Thea are separated a little bit from that, but follow soon after.
Nice.
Mo's gonna take a level in cleric. I'm a light divine cleric. With Apollo.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. Mo is the most right now. He's the most like fucking adverse to everything that's been happening right now. He's like, I thought this would be like a great opportunity for us to like finally fit in, and I've been betrayed at every corner. And the only thing that I've seen from anyone else to like try and defy this Dark Lord has been this paladin, just like front and center. Fuck this guy! I'll kill him. And in every corner, he's like, at every opportunity, he's been like, ignore that vampire guy. Fuck his powers. Fuck everything else. And he's not about it. That's the best way I can put it.
Amazing. I love it.
So level 6 is going to be interesting. That's all I'm saying.
What happens at level 6?
I take a level in paladin or cleric, honestly.
Oh, very nice.
Amazing.
He takes 3 levels in 3 different classes.
And then level 7 is when the sister comes in, and it's fucking you don't even know what's going to happen then.
Ooh.
Amazing. Well, if you want 2 more levels, you're gonna have to get bitten twice more. So who knows what you'll even look like by then. Very nice. Okay, so Apollo, you said you're gonna go retire for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
Allie's gonna wait for those guards to get back and then give them a dressing down before she goes to sleep.
Amazing. They
stress
do
relief.
eventually come back around, and they find you waiting there.
And she's just gonna chew them out.
Very nice.
Make sure
Okay.
that they won't get off so easily the next time she catches anybody sleeping on duty.
Very nice.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna use another spell slot to make another vial of holy water.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget to slot your new spells or attune them, whatever it's called.
Yeah, that'll be after the long rest, so I'll do that.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
Mo will watch from a distance, trying not to intrude on anything, and Tim and Thea will sort of just do their regular sort of route, kind of wondering where Mo is and what's going on with him.
Gotcha.
I guess before she actually retires, Allie will go find who's supposed to be the captain, or I guess the lieutenant in charge of the night
have his
shift,
name.
and give them a chewing out too for letting the guys on the door go to sleep.
Amazing. His name was Balthazar. He was the guard captain. I wrote this
Well,
down.
he's around during the day, right? But he had a couple of lieutenants, and one of them was supposed to be making
Yes,
sure things
I
were going.
don't remember the name of the night one.
I don't know that we actually established them.
I think Balthazar was the captain, and then he had lieutenants who were in charge of the shifts, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Balthazar I remember, but
Cool.
not the lieutenants, like
Gotcha.
names specifically.
So Allie went around the house chewing out everyone. Got it. All right, cool. So everyone eventually makes it to their beds, and we sleep for the night. Unless anyone wants to add something.
A long rest.
A long rest. Hit that long rest button. Don't forget to sleep and get that REM cycle
Subscribe
going.
and like.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
exactly. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Very nice. Anybody want to do anything before they go to sleep, or are we gonna go to the next morning? Cool. Everyone is asleep, and we go to the next morning. It is morning time, and we all wake up. No new bites on the necks. Nothing super out of the ordinary. You wake up in your own bed.
Can I roll for dreams really quick?
Absolutely.
Oops. Nightmares all around. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That old joke. Old joke.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Timothy woke up. Each of them had a ton of nightmares. It was terrifying. In your dream, you actually had one of you had a really funny dream. Tim did that Mortimer and Rictus were like somehow part of the house, or that they were in the house somehow.
Oh, okay. All right. He's going to take that to mean that they are some very private individuals who have a lot of magic that refuse to actually recognize their power within this world, and that potentially they are good allies in order to actually discuss secrets within their little own pocket dimension, especially since Baba Lysaga didn't know them.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, really.
Okay, I was just gonna say, in your bedroom there is like a little closet for like a walk-in closet for clothes. Above that closet there is a general goods sign, just kind of right on top of the closet door.
What the
In
fuck?
Timothy's room.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Before I just start railing this plot hook that Nikolai has given me, would anyone else like to do anything? I'm just putting it out there, like before I just start fucking going in on this.
Go right ahead, friend.
We good? We good?
Mhm.
All right. So waking up, they go through this sort of morning routine. They check each other for eye boogers and general snottiness, and they're
Uh-huh.
really close. I'm telling you, they're really close. So
You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, and Tim, Mo, and Thee can pick each other's noses.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, that was so good. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Before I fucking lose it. So eventually, so given the sort of downness of Mo, he's kind of like looking at the ground, like fucking whatever. It's the normal shit, and I'm hopeless. Mo is the most hopeless right now, and he looks up and he sees this sign, and he goes, "Hey, guys, what's?" He just points, and instinctively they both look, and immediately they trigger their instinct to put on their hat and coat and disguise themselves, because they know that maybe there's some normie around they're going to have to convince that they're a regular person. And they immediately they freeze, and they say, "Do we? Is this? Is this exactly what we've been waiting for? This is exactly what we needed." And they look around just to double check that Strahd isn't directly over their shoulder. And realizing that there's no bats or mist flying into the room, they immediately go up to their closet door, and they open it up and enter as fast as they can and as stealthily as they can.
Amazing. Of course, you do end up inside of Rictus and Mortimer's. The lights are all off though, and here I'm just gonna play into this bit. So we're gonna go into Rictus and Mortimer's. There it is. Yeah, so you enter Rictus and Mortimer's. The lights are all off. It's very dark. And Mortimer seems to be by himself. And he's actually waiting by the door, sitting in a chair, basically waiting for you. And upon seeing you enter, he says, or sorry, let me do the voice. Oh, hey, yeah, sorry to, barge in on your, is that a bedroom? Yeah, well, Rictus isn't here right now, but he wanted me to tell one of your group, that he's, sorry for turning down the, teleportation offer and saying it would be 100 gold.
To interrupt Mortimer, all three will pull out their magical daggers and shove him against the wall and point them into his body and say, Get it out, child. Sorry. Mo will be commanding the voice of Timothy at this point.
Jeez. You don't need to get violent with knives. Knives are sharp and scary. I just wanted to say that if you want to teleport anywhere around real quickly, just let us know. It's, I was going to say 10 gold, but for you, free? Free? Does free sound good? Yes.
Two of the daggers near his neck and near his groin will move away, but Mo's knife stays there, and the hands of Timothy will stay on him. And Mo will say, "You get Rictus in this room right now."
He's not here right now. I can take a message for him. Mortimer is gonna wave his. Did you pin his arms?
Yeah, so like he's like full spider centipede pinned.
All right.
This weird tubular individual who has way too many arms has like gone up against him and like ensured that he cannot like do anything basically.
Are
Right?
his
as much
hands
as
free?
can.
Like can he rotate his hands?
Yeah, he can rotate his hands. Yeah.
All right. Let me just give you an example, and he'll like flick his wrist towards the door, and the door that was a closet door is now a different door. It's not a closet door anymore. It's just like a different wooden door, and he'll say, take a look. See, we can take you wherever you want to go.
Mo will let a little bit of time pass and like just silence, looking at the door, looking back at Mortimer, looking at the door, looking at Mortimer, and then he'll lean in very close and whisper, "Can Strahd hear us?"
Strahd? Why would he hear us? We're in our own pocket dimension, inside his pocket dimension.
Mo pulls away his knife. He pulls it away, puts it away. He says, and he steps away. He says, "I'm sorry. I just need to know this is a safe place."
Yep, sure is.
He looks around and says, "How can I contact you?"
I mean, it's kind of complicated. We kind of just know when you need us, and sometimes we also just show up unannounced, as you've seen. But yeah, if you need us, why don't you click your heels together 3 times and say, "Golly jeepers, I really need Rictus and Mortimer right now." Yeah, just say that 3 times and click your heels.
Hold on 1 second.
You're fucking with us, right?
Absolutely.
All right, hold on.
Beautiful. Yep. You write that down. You remember that.
Okay. Mo will rub the bridge of his nose and say, "Consider your apology accepted."
Oh yes, I was apologizing. Right, I forgot. Yeah. Yep. I'm sorry. You're welcome. I'm sorry, or you're welcome, whichever is most appropriate. I don't remember. Through the open door, you actually see Madame Ava's tent. Like, the door had led to her tent flap somehow.
All right, Tim and Thea are doing some speculation, but Mo is fully encapsulated. He thinks he's finally got something. He says,
Go other places too. He's gonna flick his wrist again, and now the door is gonna turn into the Blood of the Vine Tavern that you stayed in your first night here. we can go anywhere. 10 gold or free, whichever one involves less knives.
Mo is still holding his dagger.
All right, that's free then. Freemium.
Okay. Mo will say, "Excellent. You can take me back to my room. I think I've got it."
I don't remember which one's your room. Geez. I think it was, and then he's gonna take you to. There's too many guards here. Hold up. Don't mind me. He's gonna just spit you out in like this room over here. It's not your bedroom. In fact, no. You know what? In fact, it's Apollo's bedroom. You have just landed on Apollo's closet.
Okay. All right, so with that, Mo will put his shoulders on Mortimer and say, "You've done more than you could even imagine that you've done."
I
And
don't imagine much, so I'm glad I could help you as well. Maybe don't bring knives next time, please.
he says, no, actually, he just says, "You're all right, kid. You're all right." Gives him a pat on the shoulder and leaps through the door and stumbles in like 3-person rolls
Right.
into Apollo's room.
As you leave the door, you see Mortimer has like one small tear going down the side of his face. This is the only time he's ever gotten like approval in his life, and he's really happy about it. As you come tumbling through the closet door, if Apollo wasn't already awake, he certainly is now. And you watch as the general goods sign that was above now Apollo's closet disappears, and the closet goes back to being a normal closet.
It was already morning.
It was
Yes.
early morning, so yeah, you can say whether or not you were already awake. It's up to you.
Do this.
I'd believe a man of faith to have a good
Oh,
morning routine.
I was awake. Yeah.
Like no doubt. Like
Cool.
so yeah, Timothy, like tumble out of your closet.
I'm unfazed at this point. Like Timmo and Thea, in Apollo's eyes, are just the wild card, and I just expect whatever.
I'm sorry, it's the master bedroom. Cool. Continue.
Right.
So I don't even say anything. If you want to explain yourself, I'm listening. But
Mo, he's just baffled at this point. He looks at Apollo and he, recognizing that he's back in Strahd's realm, is going to and maybe this requires an insight check. I'm not sure, but he's going to
Trying to figure
try
out.
and express that like the sign, like the pocket dimension, the potential safety of transferring information without Strahd's knowledge. He's trying to get all of this in just like pointing and like gesturing, and Tim and
Give
Thea
me-
are like,
Give me a
sorry.
give me a performance check as you're like trying to explain all this while like also very confused.
All right. 18. Like Tim and Thea are the supporting
19
cast. Let's
insight.
go.
Beautiful. Yeah. No. Go for it.
So Mo is like in the spotlight right now, basically, and he's just like the pointing, the like whispering gestures, the everything, and then Tim and Thea are like nodding, like with like as if they understand what he's saying.
I'm going to get down on one knee, put one hand behind Mo's head, and say, "Mo, you're brilliant." And then
A single tear in Mo's eye. He just clenches his fists in the air, and he's like a silent scream. He's like, and he quickly calms down, and he gestures to Timothy to stack themselves up again, and he goes, "Well, breakfast then."
yes, I'm ready.
He's like heavy breathing. He's
He's so starved for approval.
I'll meet you down there. I need to make another vial of holy water.
Tim in the head will nod, puppeteered by Mo. It's a very complicated system of like gestures and like internal structures in the trench coat. Just understand that Mo right now is the driving force in this whole shenanigan. And he'll say, I forget. Do you like eggshells in your omelets?
I'll skip the eggshells today, thank you.
Yes. Okay. And he quickly shuffles out and scurries to the kitchen.
Amazing. We'll go back downstairs.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Chaos.
Yeah.
It's here.
For now, I'd prefer to keep me out of this for a second. I need to cool down.
No worries. Sounds good. Cool.
Yeah, I think I don't actually have a whole lot more time tonight.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. We can wrap it up around here then.
Need food.
Yeah, I need to make some food too. Cool. We can, unless we want to do any quick things in the morning here, we can call it here then.
Oh, nope. Yeah, it sounds like we got something pretty big to pick up from.
Cool. Okay, we can call it here. Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for playing, guys. This was not at all what I had planned for tonight, and that's why this was super fun.
Welcome
yeah.
to being a GM. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. I mean, the good news is I have like the actual main story stuff planned out for when we eventually choose to follow the story. But yeah, no, this is absolutely amazing. The whole like after everything after you left the Van Richten's tower, everything after that I had to improvise. Super fun though. Definitely enjoyed that.
Dude, this is exactly what we've been needing after we realized that this establishment is no longer a safe place. This is amazing. This is so good for the hope that Mo was like, Timothy of course, but Mo especially like is looking for.
Amazing.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Very cool. Well, thank you all for playing. That was certainly something. Pure chaos. Pure chaos. Well, the good news is I think I have the whole of next session planned out since we didn't touch most of it. Very cool.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you later.
Yep.
Great.
Have a good
Catch you
night,
around.
guys.
Have
Have a good night, guys.
Yep. Bye.
Very cool. Bye. Let's leave that. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed this chaos-filled whatever this was. Yeah, this was absolutely crazy. I didn't plan half of this, but that was real fun. I think we had a good time with that. Yeah, stay tuned for the next episode when who knows what'll happen from here. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to find like story ways to get them back on track. So I was like, oh, what if we bring in Rictus and Mortimer as a teleporting door that can take them back on track, but now who knows what kind of chaos they're going to use to their advantage. Anyways, it's something to look forward to. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you had a good time, and I will see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye.